Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, one and all. Don't be deceived. You haven't forgotten. You haven't made a mistake and is like, what is it, Monday? Oh no, am I supposed to be somewhere because it's Monday? No, trust me, it is Sunday. You can calm down. It's all right. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but here I am streaming on Sunday because well, there's a few reasons. Number one is because I've heard that there is some weekend related stuff we can get in Slime Rancher, things that are only available on the weekend. And number two is I just wanted to stream. I haven't streamed in like a week or so, probably actually a little more than a week, and I wanted to get back to it, so here we are, man. I might actually start doing the members only streams on Sunday. Like forever ago I was doing them on Sundays and then it changed to Mondays. I might go back to Sundays, and then that way I can do more like of the just like main streams. I can do main streams on like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm trying to see if I can set myself up a new schedule, because I think having a good schedule for myself will help me like mentally, you know, in certain ways. Trying to figure it out. Be honest, you missed us always Woolen Feet. Hello Antonia. Happy belated birthday as well, by the way. I don't think I've streamed since your birthday last week, so birthday cake emojis in chat for you know, for everyone who had birthdays within this past week, because we have our happy birthday channel who had birthdays this past week. We had our lovely mod Antonia Xavier, we had Civics, we had Gaming Early, we had Allison, and we had Banina Split, all in the Discord having birthdays. It was a birthday extravaganza, man. If you're on the Discord, make sure to add your birthday to the birthday bot, by the way. Go check out like the happy birthday channel and see what that's about. We have fun over there. We have fun. Can we make the happy birthday channel a text channel so we can wish people a happy birthday in there? I've thought about that. I'm not sure if that's the way to go, because then like it might be easy to like miss someone's birthday when like the birthday bot like puts it in there. If people are like having conversations in there or something like that. So I'm not sure. We could try it out. We could see, but it's been clogging general a bit. Oh, okay, I got you. I'd be willing to change that and at least like see how it goes. As long as people, you know, abide by the rules of like, you know, staying on topic and everything, it should probably be fine. It's Nameless's birthday today. They're not in the birthday bot. Well, happy birthday, Nameless. Happy birthday indeed. Chat, I got the funniest spam message. You know how every so often you get a spam, like just a random spam text on your phone? I got like one of the most like insane ones I've seen this morning. Because I've gotten some weird ones before where it's like, hey, are you available for a weekend shift? And it's like a person I've never heard from before. It's like not even like my old work or anything like that. It's just like random messages from random numbers. And today, here's the one I got today. And bear in mind, this is there's a few sentences here, but they're all part of the same text message. There is zero time between any of these sentences. Here's how it goes. Hey, hope you're having a nice weekend. Starting off pretty nice, right? What are you doing? And then immediately after that, why didn't you answer my phone? And then, I hate you, don't ever talk to me again. And that's the message. So, you know, we're having a great start to the Sunday here. I don't know where the heck I don't know how it did such a 180 turn, man. It was crazy. It's so weird. Argon, why are you being rude to them? I've never heard of this person in my life. Is it even like a 1-800 number? No, it's not a 1-800 number. It's just a random number. Spam texts are crazy. I'm gonna delete that one and report it as junk if you don't mind. Pick up their shift, man. I mean, depends where they work. It could be a fun experience. What if I did respond to one of those? It's like, hey, are you available for weekend shift? And I was like, yeah, sure thing. Just text me the address and I'll be there. Like, what do you think would happen? Do you think I'd get a response, or do you think it would just be like, you know, oh, thank you for being open to this opportunity. Please go to this link. That is definitely not going to drain your entire bank account for more information. You no longer get spam texts, and it's amazing. I gotta get on that train. Nerdy's Reenicorn, thank you for the 10 months at the Electron level, by the way. Thank you, thank you. You would get abducted? I hope not. Maybe I get a good story out of it, at least. One time someone asked me why I was late to drive them somewhere. That might have been a real person. That might have been a real person and they just had the wrong number. You're like, sir, I'm 13. Sometimes I do wonder if these are just like people that have like the wrong number, like that, like they're trying to text someone, but they're like off by a single number. It was a real person. They're trying to take you to the secondary location. Never go to the secondary location. I've watched enough crime shows to know that. I digress. Let's play some Pokedoku, some Puffertle, and some Stardoodle, shall we? Before we get into things proper here. I didn't keep up with my Pokedoku streak over the week, so I'm pretty sure I've got like a streak of 0. I didn't play yesterday. You're referencing John Mulaney? I don't know who that is. All I know is that you're not supposed to ever go to the second location. Don't let them have control. No weak streak. Boop. You're disappointed in me? No need. I'm disappointed in myself enough for both of us. All right. Let's go ahead and play. I don't know if the new, because I think there's like new mega evolutions from Pokedoku or from Pokemon Legends ZA, right? Because that came out. I don't know what they are because I haven't played the game and I haven't been keeping up with it. But I don't know if they're in here or not. Let me check the Pokedex actually. If we have new like silhouettes and stuff. Okay, there's no new megas added so far. I feel like they will be added in due time. But let's see here. Fighting type no evolution line. I was about to type freaking far-fetched Galar, but that definitely does not work. Oh, we do have Sock though. I've got Sock. That dude doesn't evolve into anything. Perfect. Okay. Sock, I actually get something out of this one. That's a win as far as I'm concerned, even if we don't get any other entries here, which I don't think we will. Do I have a ghost type that doesn't evolve? Maybe, perhaps, of some sort? Doesn't look like it. Nope, I don't think there's going to be anything else that fits the bill in any of these categories then. Okay, fair enough. Let's just go ahead and send it then. Legendary no evolution line. Let me hit you with freaking Giratina. Origin form. Ghost type no evolution line. How do you feel about freaking Delmise, bro? And then fighting poison. I'm going to feel like a Toxicroak on that one. Okay. Legendary poison type. Eternatus. Not Eternamax. You already got the shiny variant there, so no need. Ghost poison. Oh, good old classic Gengar. Can't go wrong with that. Fighting psychic type. That's going to be Gallade for sure. Gallade. You know, go Gallade Mega. Why not? We're in a Mega kind of mood with Pokemon Legends ZA coming out. Legendary psychic type. How do you feel about I was just gonna go like Mewtwo, but we've done some classics already, like freaking Gengar. Well, I guess that's the only like real classic Pokemon we've done. Let's do like Latias. And then Psychic Ghost. How about Hoopa? Oh, I don't remember though. I think Hoopa Unbound. I think regular Hoopa is goes Psychic, and then you're like Dark Psychic or something like that. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yo, say LMC, thank you for the 26 months at the Electron level, by the way. Holy moly. Pie or else? Give him the pie? Wait, what did I miss about the pie? Give him the freaking pie. Give me some pie, please. Is that time of year for pumpkin pie? I need me some pumpkin pie. Exclamation point pie. You remember once if someone asked you to come back to their place, you told them you're not going there to get disappeared? That was like a spam text message? That's crazy. Sometimes I am tempted to respond to the spam messages just to like see what happens out of like sheer curiosity, but I know it's just gonna cause more problems than it's worth, because then I'll probably just get added to like 10,000 more lists that are like, oh, this is a guy that's like responsive to these spam messages, send him 10 times more. And then it'll be a whole big thing. It was an IRL one? Oh no, that's even worse. You know what's not worse though? It's when we catch a flounder in Puffertle. Could this be a flounder? I don't think so. What could it be though? It's doing a little bit of a jig. It started off kind of dead, and now it's dancing around a little bit. That's a tough one, honestly, you know? There's not like a lot of fish, I feel like, that have that exact profile. Where it's like, you know, it's pretty easy, but you can tell that it kind of wants to move around. That's like a dart pattern, but really low difficulty is what it felt like, which is not a usual combination. I can't think of too many things that would even, yeah, fit that bill. Let me go with like a spookfish here. It's kind of a weird shout. No, let's go midnight squid, actually. Midnight squid. Okay. Not a night market fish, at least we can confirm that. Weather is all the time, that's fine. Location's not correct, which is to be expected. Season, there is some seasonal overlap here, so it's a fish that's available in winter. Doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. This could be like a specialty fish of some kind. Maybe like a... I mean, it's not going to be like a void salmon or anything. Could it be like a slime jack, maybe? Let's just see if it has the pattern. It does not have the pattern. This is a specific season, specific time fish. And one of those seasons is winter. Give me an albacore on this one. Okay, it is an oceanic fish as well. At least we got something out of that. Oceanic winter fish. Albacore is available in other seasons as well, though, right? So it could be like, is it a squid? Is there a world where this is just a squid? It's not just a squid. Squid is only available in fall, I'm pretty sure, right? So that means this is available in other seasons as well. Maybe... You know, this didn't get me any information here, I'm realizing, because this is also only available in winter, so I already knew it was available in other seasons. That was just like a waste of a guess there for sure. You gotta forgive me, I'm a little rusty on my Puffertle here. It's been a minute. But I'm channeling my master angler instincts, and I'm telling you right now, I'm rubbing my temples. I'm trying to massage out the information that this fish is 100% a halibut. And by halibut, I definitely meant it's not a tilapia. It's not a freaking herring. Let's just go through the oceanic fish. What could this be? Could it be an anchovy? Maybe it could be an anchovy or a sardine. It's not a tuna. Bro, maybe this is just a sardine. After all that. Normally sardines aren't that jumpy, though. That was like a jumpier sardine than normal. I should have known, though, that it was like one of those relatively easy fish, because it started off so easy. Sending dishes motivation. Oh, you got to do the dishes. I did the dishes this morning. I try to do the dishes like always just immediately after I use them. So like after breakfast, I try and like just convince myself to go back and do the dishes that I need to do. That way they don't get all piled up. But it's not always that easy. They do end up piling up from time to time. Stardoodle. In we go. What's this? I see motion on my screen. Updates. October 2025 implemented a What's New button to inform players of updates and new features, added a collections to track how many times a crop has been the daily crop, created a hint feature that filters out crops as the player guesses, and new button styles on the game pages. So they're updating this thing actively? Wait, that's cool. Where's my collection page? Maybe it's after the... Maybe it's after I actually, like, guess here. Okay. Hold on, let me get resituated in my chair here so I'm in a more comfortable position. Ooh, that's better, that's better. All right. Eggplant. Easy. It does regrow. It only grows in fall. It's not a vegetable. Takes longer. Could be a cranberry here. A regrowable fall fruit, perhaps? Cranberry? Okay, it is a fruit. Regrowable fall fruit is correct, but it's more expensive and takes longer to grow than a cranberry. Let me have a think on that one. Oh, could be a... This could be a fruit tree, actually. This could be like... What are the fall fruit trees? It's like apple and pomegranate, I want to say. Because there's not a lot of regrowable fall fruits, I don't think. So I feel like there's a world where this is a fruit tree for sure. It's not a fruit tree. Confirmed. Okay, it takes less than 28 days to grow. So what is this then? It's not going to be like ancient fruit. It's not going to be blackberry because it's regrowable. Looking at all the various fruits. Crystal fruit, no. Grape, no. Well, grape, well, hold on a second. Does grape work? I always forget this. No, grape is summer forage, but fall crop, right? Is this a grape? That's a grape. Okay. I'm glad I stopped to think about that. That one always confuses me. We got there in the end, though. We got there. We take those. You guessed it. I sure did. Where's my win streak, though? I need them to update this with a win streak. That way I can flex on all my... everyone else who doesn't have a win streak. You did dishes this afternoon. They've been waiting for a good few days. Not been a good executive function week, but this afternoon was fairly productive. That's good to hear, Daisy. I'm glad that you got the gumption to do. It always feels so good after you actually like get up and do it, and then you realize like, wait, I could have felt this good the whole time, and then it feels bad again. Or is that just me? It's hard to maintain that motivation. Trust me, I know how it is. Even if you know, like factually in your brain, that if you do something, you're gonna feel better at having done it. It's still getting that motivation to do that thing can be like so insanely hard. Who are these executives and why are they supposed to function in my brain? It's a good question. I don't know if I have the answers, but I hope I can compel these executives to do a little better. Because they're not executing as well as they could be. Anyway, let's go ahead and play some Slime Rancher, shall we? Thank you, Moth. I am doing pretty well now. I think I just need a little bit of a mental reset. Every so often, you know, you just... regardless of how things are going, sometimes your brain just gets like overwhelmed, it gets tired out, and you need that mental reset. And I think the past week was a good mental reset for me, and I'm back better than ever, ready to get back into my usual shindig, starting with a little bit of Slime Rancher. Wait for it, wait for it. You can hear the slimes bouncing around, perhaps. There they are. There we go, man. Last time, we did actually beat Slime Rancher. We got to the credits, we saw the end of the story, but that does not mean that is the end of Slime Rancher. There's still many achievements to get, many new things to unlock, new, like, little treasures around to discover. We have to make our ranch look pretty. There's plenty to do here. There's plenty to do. It's hard for you to be better than ever because you're already so great. Right back at you, Wollen Feet. Thank you. I'm standing on Mochi Miles' farm here because I wanted to use this pink tree for the thumbnail, and that's where I am right now. But that's honestly, you know, it's a good segue into what I want to do today. I want to do some more of these mini games, some of like Mochi's mini games. Who else do we have? We have Ogden, we have Victor's mini games. I definitely want to do... I don't know if there's other mini games I still have yet to unlock either, from like doing like quests for Thora and Bob. They're the only other two that I have in mind who could... Hold on, this is like really loud for me. Is it loud for anybody else, or is it just loud for me? Hold on a second. Wait, this is a good song though. I gotta add this one to the stream playlist for sure. It is loud. It's a smidge loud. Okay. Is it just this song that's loud? Because I swear I didn't change the volume here. Let me... If I go back to the ranch, is it just that song? Or is it just loud in general? It seems like this is like a good volume here. Like this sounds like normal volume to me. Maybe it's just that one song. Or should I still turn it down a little bit more? Because like this sounds fine to me. This sounds like what it normally sounds like, I think. I can turn it down though if we're still saying it's loud. Hold on a second. Ooh. Just adjust my windows here. Let's do audio master. Put it down to like here. How do we feel about that? And go back here. Dude, this is a good song. I love this one. Why you gotta be so loud? That's good? Okay. Argon's sound paranoia is founded for once. Well, it just sounded so abnormally loud for some reason. I don't think I've changed anything like in my settings, so I don't know where that came from necessarily, but either way, maybe it's just been loud the whole time. Maybe it's just been loud and we got acclimated to it. And then I took a week off and I came back and I'm like, wait, it's so freaking loud. Because I got deacclimated. All right, let's go ahead and play some freaking mini games, man. I know there's more power-ups for me to unlock via doing these mini games, so I'm gonna prioritize them today. I don't know if we're like gonna only do mini games today. Probably not. I'm sure there's like other things I need to do. Like I'm tempted to even just go back and like check my ranch, but you know what? I'm here at Mochi's farm anyway. I might as well. So let's hop into it. We got 2 races to do today. Let's see how this goes. See if I can do this more regularly. Wait, where's the power-ups? Where do I get my power-ups again? Yeah, there it is. Okay, perfect. I gotta run over this thing. Beautiful. And then we wait for these little Quicksilver dudes to go on by. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna be rusty. I'm not good at this at the best of times, to be honest with you. Maybe if I like stand at the side here, as like I'm an audience member, and just shoot them as they go by. Is this the play? And then like go out into the actual track once I run out of spark shots. Maybe that's the play. I don't know. I feel like there's a definite like meta strategy that I've not locked onto in this particular mini game. The other mini games, I feel like I've got like a pretty good grasp on them, but I don't know. The speed of this one is what gets me. I'm not good with speed. I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm not a speed runner. Oh, gosh. Oh, I was supposed to be going around getting the freaking time things, man. Oh, I was wondering why that ran out so fast. Oh, no. I only got 32 Quicksilver plorts. Okay, there is a reason you're supposed to be running around and not just standing in one place. I think I need to go against the current, if that makes sense. That does make sense. Please don't say meta, you're over 30. But what's wrong with meta? I thought meta was like totally normie. Ooh, ooh. Oh, alright, I gotta go press the button. That's right. Give me the power up here. Alright, I do think... There's... I don't know, I'm just gonna go with what feels right. Wait, which way are they going? They're going this way? Okay, I'm gonna follow them. I'm gonna follow them and hope for the best here. Run to get additional time and special shots. Yeah. I forgot about that aspect of the minigame the first time around, but I'm here now. I'm here and I'm ready to get all the plorts that I want. I wonder, like the track is definitely designed for you to run with them. It feels more like. But there's also, like, if you run against the current, like if you run the opposite way that they're going, then it's easier to actually, like, get a bunch of them, right? Boing. Alright, I've got 95 spark shots. I gotta start using some of these up. Maybe I do go against the current a little bit here. Like, if I go back this way, how easy is it to go, like, against the current like this? We haven't tried this in a minute. Just gotta be careful of my HP a little bit, I guess, because these guys do hurt when they run into you. Yeah, see, you run into something like this, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, I should be going the other way instead then. I need to, like, shoot higher as well, I think. Maybe if I don't run here. Yeah, don't run. I remember that now. Wait, don't run. That's the meta. You walk so that they go faster than you, and then you can catch them as they're running by, like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, there's something to this. Boing. I just want to try and get them in big clusters if you can. Isn't there one that's like an area of effect thing that I can do? Like I can set up like a zone that they all go flying through. There's like some power up like that, I swear. Get more spark shots, please. Now that I'm walking like it's just a Sunday stroll, this is honestly like so chill. Maybe I was just like stressing out for no reason in the past, when you can just like straight up just walk the whole way. Going at a brisk, leisurely pace. I guess brisk and leisurely are kind of opposites, but you know what I mean? It feels like I'm just like power walking through the course. Like I'm one of the mall walkers, you know? Is mall walking still a thing? I feel like malls in general are just not as much of a thing as they used to be when I was younger. They're just not as popular, which makes sense with the, you know, adoption of a lot of online shopping services. It makes sense that people wouldn't be going to the malls nearly as much, but they're still out there. I mean, there's still definitely a good mall vibe. I've been to a mall a few times in recent years, and you know what? I honestly enjoy myself more now when I go to the mall than I did when I was a kid. Because most of the time as a kid, I was getting dragged along to the mall to go shopping with my mom or my sister or somebody. Static Clinger. Is this the one that I wanted? No, this is the one that you shoot it like that guy, and then he carries that along with him, right? Yeah, and then he electrifies other ones that he runs past. Okay. That's good, man. Yo, 115 Quicksilver plorts? I will take that gladly. Bye and Furious, thank you for the 14 months at the Neutron level, by the way. Lurking and working on your weekly planner. You need help choosing your planner for the next year in between jellyfish and ginkgo leaves. Ooh. Well, we all know that we love our jellies around here. Exclamation point jelly. But I do like the aesthetic of the ginkgo leaves as well. I think I gotta go jelly. In my heart of hearts, I gotta say jellyfish, but I don't think there's a wrong answer there. Thank you for the support as well. Jelly sounds cute. That's what I'm saying. They both sound so nice. Like, jelly sounds cute, and ginkgo sounds elegant in a weird way. All right. Do a little bit of ranchin while I'm here. Ow, buddy. No, you're not leaving the ash pit. I'm sorry to tell you. You're staying in the ash pit like your name is freaking Hornfell. Good old Binding of Isaac reference. How are my drones doing out here? Honestly, maybe that's what I should just do instead of like doing my own farm maintenance in between each of these mini games. Because I could easily get lost like doing a bunch of farm maintenance in between each of the mini games as I go about them. But if I just go and like top up all my drones in between, the drones are already doing like the majority of the work. So I think this is totally fine. There will probably still be a bunch of plorts that get like left behind, or like gel, or like slimes that go a little bit hungry maybe. But as long as there's only those two there, right? But for the most part, I think just watering the drones is totally valid here. I need to get better drones though. Maybe we go tackle Victor's minigame next, so I can start working towards getting these better drones. On my map, does it show where all my drones are? It does not. Okay, so I just have to like remember where all my drone stations are, kind of. There's one that was over here that I moved. That's right, because the food wasn't getting to all the different corrals. How are my Tangle Slimes doing here? I'm still worried these guys are going to disappear again one day. I think like someone left a comment that was like right on the money, I think, that they used their vine powers to grab a plort from a nearby corral and then turned into tar slimes, and that caused the whole conundrum. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. As long as we keep them well fed, I feel like we're going to be fine in that regard, actually. Loving my puddle. You know, sometimes you just gotta take a dip with the puddle slimes, you know what I'm saying? Water these guys up. You're kind of here, but work Wi-Fi is bad. Well, thanks for popping on in anyway, Souza. Hope you're doing well. So, sorry you have to work on Sunday, but I know... I mean, at my old job at the liquor store, I had to work on, like, just arbitrary days of the week all the time, so... Weekend is not the weekend for everybody, unfortunately. Wishing you the best, though. I did also get this guy here last time. I should probably... Because I remembered when I walked past this empty corral that we have over here... that one of my goals was to get the Hunter Saber corral going, and that's what we're saving this area for. So now that I've got the Hunter Gordo, I need to feed that Hunter Gordo. It's carnivorous, so I need to feed it a bunch of chickens, a bunch of hens, and whatnot. Hunter's favorite food is what? It's like the briar hens or whatever, which I don't really feel like going out of my way for necessarily. I feel like I just grab some of these guys that are, like, out here. Just things that will generally be okay to feed to the hunter. Maybe I can go get some briar hens. I don't think it takes as much food, rather, to feed a Gordo that you've snared than it does a wild Gordo. Is that correct? Nico, welcome on in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Male chicken? What about the male chickens? If you want to mail me some chickens, I would be greatly appreciative, honestly. I can take some of these chickens out of here, actually. Male chicken for the hunter slime. Is that true? Hold on a second. I got my Slimepedia here. Hunter slime. Oh, they do like roostros. Wait, you're so right. Okay, for some reason I just thought because like they were in the... Like, you find them naturally in the moss blanket, so I was thinking, like, well, what chickens do you normally find in the moss blanket? Okay, well, roostros, that's gonna be a bit trickier. I gotta leave some roostros here in order to let these chickens continue to propagate. I think 2 is probably fine here. Thank you for the reminder on that. Yo, I love when chickens just pop out of the ground exactly when I need them. Wait, that's so good. 23 hens... Any roostros hiding over here? You're just out here enjoying the pogo fruit. I can respect it. Dude, I'm actually kind of surprised at how quickly the chickens spawn in this area. Did I shoot the chickadee into the corral there? I think he did land in the corral. I couldn't quite see where he went. That was the goal anyway. It's chicken math. I barely even need the freaking corral, man. Look at how many chickens are just, like, popping up here. This is great. Okay. Maybe it won't be as bad to feed these hunter sabers as I thought, because both hunter and sabers are carnivorous, which means that I'm going to have to feed them hens or roostros or something of that sort. All right. I should feed you the roostros first, actually, and the elder hen. Actually, maybe I should have tried to save some roostros now that I think about it. Either way, we'll see how this goes. He's got to be getting close. Look at how big he is, man. Okay, he still needs a little bit more. Still needs a little bit more. I didn't do the proper math here, so I don't know how many more exactly, but I'll just go and grab like a few more. Because I feel like he's so freaking gargantuan at this point. All right. I was just boasting about how often chickens pop up around here. Don't make me a liar now. Actually, isn't this area pretty good for chickens as well? I feel like it kind of is. Just pop out here real quick. I think there's like even some stony hens over this way. Yo, roostro. Okay. Another chickadee. Been a while since we've been out here. I do have to do some more exploration of these older areas as well. That is another thing that's like on my agenda. Not necessarily to do today, but just to do in general. Is to go around to the old areas and find like all the different treasure pods and stuff. Because if you check the map, it tells you like how many treasure pods there are in a given area, as well as how many keys there are. There's still some slime keys to find. To what end, I don't actually know. I know there are some doors that I haven't unlocked, but I think they're just alternate doors to areas that I've already uncovered, right? So I don't know what the incentive is to get those keys necessarily beyond just like completion. Is there an achievement tied to getting like all the keys and everything? Because I am curious to go for all the achievements, I think. Elder roostro, regular roostro, can't feed you a chickadee. Ooh, that's all you needed. Oh boy, look at all these freaking hunter slimes, baby. All right, I gotta suck them all up before they get away. How many was that? 9 hunter slimes, 10 hunter slimes, beautiful. What is this? What freaking is that? It's an ornament. Glitch ornament. Huh? Collectible for your ranch. Unique type of resource favored. It's not slime food. Wait. Do you just get these from Gordo's? Ornaments are a unique decoration which can be found in party crates or during special events. Oh, is this because it's the freaking weekend? Or is it because it's like Halloween or something? During special events? There are dozens of different ornaments to find and collect, but only a handful of designs seem to be available at any one time. They're fun to collect, but who's making all these ornaments and hiding them around the far, far range? Probably best not to think about it too much. Yeah, it's a video game. We don't gotta get lost in the sauce like that. Ornaments make great decorations for any part of your ranch. Vac them up and shoot them wherever you'd like. They stick to just about anything, can even float in midair. So they're much like the, Oh, is that why these things have ribbons on them? Oh, it's a freaking tar ornament. Wait, that's so cute. Is there somewhere I can actually like store the ornaments for use later? Or is there, or do I have to like put them down somewhere? Like I can stick these like here for right now. Get them from the crates with ribbons on them. Fantastic, dude. Fantastic. Stick the tar slime right above the door. Maybe not. Hold on a second. There is, but I can't remember if you have it yet. Is it... No, this is the shop. This is the shop where you can buy slime toys. Is it like a thing that I make? Like something from the lab that I have to like construct myself? Store in decorator. Argon. Oh, the decorator. Where is that? Where is that? That's not this. That's for like different pallets for my house. The decorizer. This thing? Is it this? Each area has one. So I can take these and I can store them in there. Withdraw. Ornaments. And okay, and you can store any kind of ornaments you want in here. Ooh, look at how many there are, man. Wait, how long would it take to collect all of them? Is that something where you'd like want to, if you didn't want to play for like a full year, you'd have to just like change your system time in order to get all of those eventually? Whoop. New challenge run. New challenge just dropped. Okay, I need to go get some saber plorts. Do I have any saber plorts left over? I should, I think. Those are honey plorts and hunter plorts. I need, if I want to make the slimes the way that I want to make them. I guess sabers, I was storing the sabers down on the docks previously. Oops, wrong teleporter. So, that's a saber plort, right? Yeah, okay. I have 10 hunter slimes, but we generally only do 5 slimes to a corral. Please don't collect them all, dear God, Susa. Wait, but it's so fun. They gave me a list full of things that I can collect, and you don't want me to collect them all? The game clearly wants me to collect them all, right? They wouldn't show me all those things if they didn't want me to collect them all. Did I ever finish Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom? I have not. At least not to like 100%. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. We're gonna turn y'all into freaking saber hunters. Wait for it. One of them's gonna go for it. Oh, baby. Oh, they're angry. Oh, they're angry. Wait, why are they so angry? Can I feed you a hen to make you happy? To make you happy? Okay, yeah, they're chill now. They're chill. Alright, so when they get turned into largos, I forgot about that aspect here. They get turned into largos, and they become angry for a second. Boom. Okay, there we go. Which ones are still angry here? I think there's still one more that's angry. Yeah, I see. Oh, there's 2 more actually. But there's chickens in there. If you're hungry, you go get the chicken. Okay, wait a second. Oh, he's good. Okay. All right, we're chill. We are chill. I do have to set this up properly though. What food do I feed to these guys? These guys are wonderful, by the way. I want to change around the skins just to see what these guys might look like. If I did like, you know, because I think right now are they pre-gelastic? I can't remember if pre-gelastic is the teeth going down or up. Argon sees a TD's an incredibly long challenge, says, is anyone going to complete that, and doesn't wait for an answer. It's my calling. It's my blessing and my curse, Space Fishy. I'm the type of beast that looks at the RuneScape collection log, 1,600 plus items, some of which would take literally like 80 real-life years of grinding, and be like, yeah, I could do that. I could bust that one out real quick. Don't mind me. Not really, though. There are some grinds that are beyond even my scope, but not many. Not many. Okay. I mean, obviously, we need to feed these things meat. But I forget which food is actually, like, their favorite, so let's check that out real quick. I mean, hunter slimes like roostros. What do saber slimes like? They just like meat in general. Okay, so I don't know if we can reliably feed them like a constant influx of roostros specifically. There's only like 2 roostros over here right now. Maybe if I get like one of those chicken cloners, you know. That is a machine that I remember you can make at the lab, where you can like clone certain varieties of chicken. So maybe I could get something set up like that, like you have one drone put roostros into a cloner and then like take them over to here to fill up the feeder. I don't know if that works, but either way, for now, this is fine. Speaking of drones, wait, do I have another drone to spare? Because I'm going to need a drone to keep these guys fed, since the one that I have here is only working on fruit for the other one. Do I have another drone here? I do have one drone left over. Yo, Nico, welcome on in. Wait, did I already say hi to Nico? No, I said hi to... Wait, did I say hi to all my mods? Hi to all my mods. Am I in the Twilight Zone? You did not say hi to Nico. Okay, okay. I just feel like there's such a natural extension of the community. There's such a natural presence that it feels like they're always there. All my mods. That's my excuse anyway for being rude and not saying hi to them when they pop in. Gulp. I'm gonna put down a drone here, and I'm gonna command this drone. Fill it up with, well, it's already filled with water. It comes pre-filled with water. That's fantastic. I would like you to target meat. Should I do like specifically hens, or should I just do general meat? Or should I do specifically roostros? But I need the roostros in order to keep making more roostros. Do elder roostros count for like their favorite food? Like, do hunter slimes like elder roostros as much as regular roostros? Or does that not work? Like, can I wait for them to become elder and then feed them to the hunter slimes? No, they have to be in the prime of their life. Okay. All right, we'll just go with hens since they're more abundant. It's not gonna be their favorite food, so we won't get as many plorts, but it's honestly fine. I would like you to target from, I guess, from coops. Is the drone smart enough to not take all the hens from the coop? Because we need some hens in order to continue making more hens. Surely it's smart enough to leave at least like a couple or like one, right? So that we can keep making more chickadoos? Or do you just have to like try and outpace? Does the coop maybe naturally outpace the drone? Test it? I mean, I guess there's no reason not to test it, right? Take it to the auto feeder, please. All right. Best of luck, little buddy. As for the rest of these hunter slimes and the freaking one saber plort that I have, I might as well just put the saber plort in the market. Boop. And boop. Wait, did I ever deposit my quicksilver plorts that I got from Mochi? I don't think I did, actually. These hunter slimes, I don't think we need them, so I'm just going to go ahead and say 07, be free. Goodbye, my fine furry friends. I wanted to see if we change to the classic hunter style. What's the vibe like for our Largos now? Gather some empirical data. My analysis dictates that the coop does indeed outpace the speed at which the drone will take the hens from it, and will manage to have an infinite supply of hens going forward. I think I like the Cheshire style more. I think I like the Cheshire style. That's not a bad style. They're still cute. But I think I like the Cheshire style a little bit more. Secret styles. Boom. Cheshire. And the other alternative here would be to go pre-Jurassic. Dude, that's such a sound. That's such an intense, grinding throat sound. I love it. Ooh. It's so fitting for that style of slime, I think. Cloning chickens just sounds wrong. Have we, like... I don't... Ooh, wait, I kind of like these ones with, like, the underbite. Oh, I like these guys. These guys look so, like, chonky. Okay, I think I'm going to stick with that. I like that. Is cloning still a thing that, like, scientists are, like, looking into these days? I mean, it must be in, like, some capacity, but, like, I feel like you haven't heard about any clones since, like, Dolly the sheep back in the 90s. Maybe cloning is, like, taking on a different form these days, but... Hold on, I gotta go back to Mochi real quick, because I gotta... I'm pretty sure I did not drop off my Quicksilver slimes. My Quicksilver plorts, rather. Probably, I think so. Like, now when I think of cloning, I think of maybe, like, you know, extracting data like trying to like clone like an extinct species. So like you take the DNA from an extinct species and you try to like recreate it in that way. That's the kind of cloning that I think science is more like leaning towards these days, right? Which I think is probably net good. That way we can like restore endangered species and like learn from them. Is that not just Jurassic Park? I mean, we're not doing it with dinosaurs as far as I know, because we don't have that dinosaur DNA. But maybe one day. All right, how many plurs do I have? 115. That's not going to get us to 450 for our next little reward here. What is this reward? Did we learn what that one is? Why are we still sitting here talking when you could be collecting Quicksilver plurs? Do it and I'll upgrade you with a deluxe coop upgrade for that dump you call a ranch. Well, we do have a use for that now, actually. Okay. Deluxe coop is what we're working towards here. Fantastic. I have not seen Jurassic Park myself. I know the core conceit, but I've not seen nor read Jurassic Park. So I don't know. Can we go for another race already? I feel like, I mean, I did spend a lot of time on my ranch. Yeah, let's do another one here, man. Why the heck not? I'll try not to fumble the bag so hard on this first race this time. I'll actually like run around a little bit and try and get some of these time loops. That way I can stay around here for a little longer. Am I going the right direction? I am. Yeah, okay. Boop, boop. Go for these guys here. Beautiful. What do these ones do again? Nothing. I walked through it and it did absolutely nothing for me. Maybe I'm missing something there. I'm actually, yeah, I'm surprised that more people in chat haven't seen Jurassic Park. It is a classic. I haven't seen a lot of movies that would be considered classics, I think. So I have an excuse in that I'm uncultured in general, but usually when I say that I haven't seen a specific movie, most of chat is lighting up like, why, what do you mean you haven't seen Citizen Kane? That's probably a bad example, but... Well, maybe it's not a bad example. I know Citizen Kane is like the classic movie, right? Cool. Get static clung? Get statically clung? But it's like so old now that like people who are like born within the past 25 years probably haven't seen it in general. Spirited Away is the one that I don't get. I still have not seen Spirited Away. But one day I will. One day the mood is going to be just right. It's going to strike me and I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll sit down and watch some Spirited Away. Argon movie night in the Discord could happen. You never know. Stranger things have indeed happened. I don't think I went down this way before. Where I was looking at chat and just spamming shots. I don't even know if I hit anything there. One of the downsides of streaming. One of the downsides and one of the upsides. It's a double-edged sword. Not bad, man. 61 Quicksilver plorts. That's better than I did the first time I came through here. Today, anyway. Alright, navigate back around to wherever the exit is. I always lose track of where I'm supposed to exit from in these race courses. Well, I think maybe I just go back. Hold on a second. Have I seen any Ghibli films? I have, but I've seen few enough that I'm still not 100% sure whether to say Ghibli or Ghibli. I don't know which is the canonical pronunciation. So correct me now and I'll try to cement it in my brain forever. I've heard it said both ways. You and everyone else, don't worry. You don't know either and you've watched plenty of them? Nobody knows. Okay, well, fair enough. I guess I'll just bounce back and forth between them like I have been doing for the rest of my life. Which ones have I seen, though? I've seen Kiki's Delivery Service. and I've seen Princess Mononoke. I believe those are the only two that I've seen. And I enjoyed my time with them. I think I watched them when I had COVID, so I didn't like fully internalize both of them. But I was just like lying on the freaking couch watching movies, and I was like, you know what? This seems like the vibe to watch some Ghibli movies. I know Spirited Away is like the quintessential one. That's like the big one that I haven't watched. What are some other good ones though? It's like Howl's Moving Castle I've heard of before. Did I get that spark shot? I did. Okay. My Neighbor Totoro, I think is another one. Ponyo. I don't know if I've heard of Ponyo. Let's go up and get this. Ooh. Come on, jetpack. Don't fail me now. Thunderclap. Oh, baby. That feels so powerful. Feel like freaking Zeus out here with my thunderclaps. I didn't use them to very good effect, honestly, but still felt cool. And that's the most important part, right? Is feeling cool when you're doing it. Grave of the Fireflies is 10 out of 10. I've heard Grave of the Fireflies is like really, really, really sad. Is that true? I'm down for like a sad, depressing movie from time to time. But I have to be in the right mental state to handle that for sure. It's incredibly sad. What's the percentage chance that I cry watching Grave of the Fireflies? $10,100. 100. Okay. Yeah, that's sounds about right then. Fair enough. I mean, I like movies that make you cry, man. I'm an easy crier as well. I cry at like the littlest things. There's still some episodes of My Little Pony that I'll watch and cry at, man. Get attached enough to the characters and the plot and whatever's going on, and I get very easily attached to characters, so I'm a crier and I'm not ashamed of it. Not by any stretch. How much time do I have left here? 10 seconds just about. I don't think I have any more like loops that I can get for time here. Oh. I should check. Is there like an achievement for getting a certain amount of Quicksilver plorts in this? What are the achievements that we're looking for still? There's probably quite a few, but... Collect 50 plorts on the range in a single day. How have I not done that? Obtain at least 3 gold plorts from a gold slime. Shoot a boom slime largo in the air that explodes before landing. Wait, that sounds hype. That sounds so good. Controlling the chaos. Constrain more than 15 slimes in your vac stream at once while on the range. Constrain more than 15 slimes in your vac stream at once while on the range. So not like in your vac pack. They have to be like in the active process of being sucked up. That sounds wild. Have at least 6 types of corral slimes in the same corral. Spooky. But probably pretty easy to actually like pull off in isolation. Have at least 3 types of largos in the same corral. Same difference. Fill a pond on your ranch with at least 5 different types of slimes. I gotta build a new pond, apparently. These are rush challenges here. Fabricate 100 slime science gadgets. Place a tar on the #1 slime stage. I gotta get a slime stage. Score 50 points in a single game of slime ball. Use chroma packs to change the color of the ranch house tech and the vac pack. Oh, I can change the color of my freaking vac pack, man. Wait, can I do that like right now? I could probably do that right now. Purchase at least 10 different types of slime toys. That'll be done in due time. And complete the Slimepedia. That sounds like that one's gonna take a minute. What am I missing in the Slimepedia? I've got all the slimes. I'm still missing some resources. I'm missing 2 resources here next to the Briar Hen. Interesting. Ranch. That's all good. That's all good. That's all. That's literally all I'm missing is 2 resources. Discover this item to add it to your Slimepedia. How am I missing these? Is there something to do with the... Oh, I bet it's the freaking chickadoos, man. Because there's the stony chickadoo and the stony hen. There's the regular chickadoo and the right... It's the chickadoos. Okay. All right. Fair enough. So I just have to go and explore those areas long enough and find some chickadoos. Or I could put them in a coop as well and get chickadoos that way, I'm sure. But... I'm lazy, so I'm probably just gonna wander around until I find the chickadoos that I need. 153 more Quicksilver plorts to our name. Boom. If we do that well on the next round of this, we might actually have enough plorts for our deluxe coop upgrade here, which would be nice. Say chickadoos again, that's funny. Chickadoos. It's a fun word to say, man. Slime Rancher is like A+ in terms of fun, like, nomenclature to say. Plorts, chickadoos, hens, roostros, tar slimes, like all the different slime names are so good, man. Alright, I'm gonna go over to Ogden's Ranch. We haven't been here in a while. I kind of forget what you do in Ogden's place, I'm not gonna lie. Can I change the color of Ogden's house? I freaking can, man. Ogden Tech, Ogden Vac. Yeah, you're gonna be a freaking Robo Ranger. You're gonna be a Firecracker, actually. And you're gonna have a Grape Shot Vac. That didn't even... Oh, that changed mine, man. That changed mine. Wait, does it only change it while I'm at Ogden's place? I like this color of the gun, though. Oh, Shio, welcome on in. I am doing quite well. I had a good little mental reset. Wait, the Vac Pack. What colors can I get? Ruby? Ooh, concentration. I gotta see what the vibe is on all of these. Ginger Snap? I just like the name Metatron, man. Firecracker. I actually think Grape Shot might be the way here. Cobalt and Classic. I like the Grape Shot, man. I really do like that, actually. Argon's very into the game that he totally misses who's talking. It is true. I get kind of absorbed in the Slime Rancher and forget what's happening a lot of the time. You've responded to me several times already. I didn't just get here, but very glad. Wait, who said that then? Who said that? No, you did say that. Okay, I've already responded to you a few times. I got you. All right. I'm caught up now. I understand what's happening. Let's go and freaking explore. So what do I need to do for Ogden again? Someone said it. Hold on a second. Collect violet fruits for Ogden. That's right, okay. So I gotta go around, I gotta find as many of these Kukadoba fruits as I possibly can. I gotta be wary of these guys. He only eats meat, so I'm not gonna be able to feed you. Can I... Where did he even go, man? He sent himself into the water somewhere. Is there like a time limit on this one? I forget. Or is this just like explore as long as you can and then eventually find your exit? Do I put the Kukadobas in here? Hold on a sec. It's been a minute. I should be doing these mini games more. What is this thing for again? I feel like it's important, but I don't remember why. More Kukadoba. Boom. Get out of here, buddy. You pre-Jurassic little loser. This is chill, though. I do just like exploring this area. This is like a roguelike, right? Like I gotta... You spawn in a different spot every time and you gotta try and find the exit. But there's not... It's not like in Victor's where there's like a thing that's like pointing you directly towards the exit. What is this again, though? What is that? Does anyone know? Don't steal my freaking Kukadobas, dude. Okay, we got a warp pad there, but it's not active. No time limit. Thing is for mud balls. Mud ball cracker. I don't remember mud balls. I don't remember the state of mud balls. I'm sure if I find a mud ball, it'll all come back to me. But as of right now, I'm just having a good time freaking grabbing some Kukadobas here, man. You don't think I've found one yet? Is it like you take a mud ball to one of those things, you crack it open, and you get a bunch of Kukadoba fruits? Is that how it goes? Is that the loop here? Because I'm only getting one Kukadoba at a time, so this is like this is a pretty slow going process. Because I think I need like 70 or something in order to actually get the rewards that I'm looking for. Ow. Basically, yeah. How does one obtain mud balls, though? Are they just like around? Or do I have to like feed slimes for them, perhaps? Like if I feed a slime some freaking pogo fruit. I think the phosphorus slimes will eat pogo fruit, right? Meat and fruit? Yeah. And you give me plorts, which, I mean, that makes perfect sense, to be honest with you. They're just like hanging around? Okay. Good to know. Good to know. That's the warp out. Okay. Warp out's not always in the same place. I should remember where this is, though. Try and get a good lay of the land so I remember where to go for this. That's a heartbeat. Don't need that. You love the little tusks? The pre-gelastic slimes / saber slimes do have such a good like aesthetic to them. I love their cute little tusked faces. Makes me think of Ice Age. What's the name of the saber-toothed tiger in Ice Age? Starts with like a J or something, right? It's been a really long time since I've thought about Ice Age, let alone seen it. Oh, it's Diego. It definitely is Diego. I don't know why I thought it started with a J. That's how long it's been, man. That's how freaking long it's been. How many Ice Age movies did they make? And follow-up question, are they making more? Because, like, I feel like it's just one of those franchises that was, like, really big when I was a kid, and I haven't heard anything about it in probably, like, 10 years or more. No, my Kukadoba, man. Wait, there's another warp out here. Like, I know I have with a relative degree of certainty, I'm pretty sure they made at least 4 Ice Age movies. I think I only ever saw the first 2, though. The first one was actually, like, pretty good. I remember quite enjoying that one, at least when I was a kid. Through the waterfall? Probably not. Ow! I think they made 5? Currently 5. They're making number 6? They're still going? They're still going with the Ice Age movies? How many freaking Ice Ages could there be? I mean, I don't know. How many have there been in real life? Wait, there's a freaking treasure pod down here. You see that? Rare treasure pod sighting? Bro, get out of here. I found the cotton flower patch? That sounds cute. I like that. I once asked Siri how many Ice Age movies there are. Wait, how do you remember that, Ashiel? And I don't. I do just, like, say a lot of stuff on these streams, so it stands to reason that I wouldn't remember all the stuff that I say. Like, I've probably said so much stuff that I've, like, contradicted myself quite a few times. I believe that. And that's not because I'm a dirty liar or I'm trying to deceive you in any kind of way. It's just that, like, you know, my opinions and moods change. So sometimes I say things that don't always line up with the things that I previously have said. Blueberry, thank you for being a member for 7 months at the Electron level. Thank you for your long-term support. You're telling me a slime made this ranch? So they're saying. But it still remains to be seen. Ooh, look at all this tofu, man. Spicy freaking tofu. Oh, baby. Man, it takes a lot to get this, can I just go straight back in? I think Ogden is one of those where you can just go back in again, right? Let's go in again. Get more kukadobas. I mean, compared to the lightning fast speed of getting, like, Quicksilver plorts and the hectic nature of the glitch zone with Victor, this is, like, so much slower going. There's a part of me that likes that. A part of me that likes just, you know, being able to go at my own pace, at my own... and just, like, enjoy the vibes of the pre-Jurassic era. But part of me is also like, come on, man, make with the Kukadoba fruits. Forsooth, forsooth. Ashil, thank you for being a member for 2 months, by the way. Forsooth yourself. Thank you greatly for the support and generosity. It's that kind of generosity that makes me able to do this as often as I do. I want to find a mud ball, man. People are talking about mud balls. Where does one find a mud ball? If I were a mud ball, where would I be? I'd probably be in the mud. This is a kind of a spooky area, I'm not gonna lie. Fell asleep at the beginning of the stream. Have we found any weekend decorations yet? Ah, get out of here. I've mostly been playing minigames, so I haven't been prioritizing that. I did break open my Hunter Gordo. Bro, I just want the one Kukadoba, please. I just want the Kukadoba. Just let me get the Kukadoba, and I'll be on my way. Did I even get it? I don't think I did. I'm out of here, though. I gotta get out of here. I'm dying. It's so well protected. I broke open, I fed the Hunter Gordo, and I got a bunch of little presents out of that. I don't know if those were weekend decorations or if they were like Halloween decorations. Like the tar one looks like a Halloween decoration. It made me think of like jack-o'-lantern. But I don't know if that's canonically accurate. I thought someone was about to land on my head and bite me. These guys are actually chill out here, so that's good. Those are the weekend decorations? Let's go. Are there Halloween ones as well, though? Because we're, like, closing in on Halloween within the next couple weeks? Or do I have to play, like, literally on Halloween to get those? Some games are lenient about, like, holiday periods like that, where it's, like, you know, it'll be within, like, a couple weeks or whatever, or a couple days at the very least. And some are much more strict, I've found, where it's, like, you have to play, like, on the day or, like, within, like, 1 day of it. No Halloween event for Slime Rancher. Really? That's interesting. Because when I looked at the ornament list, there was one that was like an actual like jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin or something. And I was thinking like, oh, that's for sure part of the Halloween event, right? But you're telling me there is no Halloween event. 2 random ones every weekend. So I found 2. I found a glitch ornament and I found a tar ornament. So you're telling me that if I find any more ornaments, there'll just be more of those same 2 that I've already found, right? So I can collect as many of those as I want this weekend, but I can't find any other ornaments. You'll just get those again. Yes. Okay, I got it. I mean, I'm fine with that. The ones that I got, the tar one especially, I mean, I'm a big fan of the tar aesthetic, which makes it so unfortunate that you can't actually, like, ranch tar slimes. But the next best thing is just, like, decorating our entire place with freaking tar ornaments. Is there a way to, like, make ornaments yourself? Like, once you've unlocked an ornament, could I, like, make more tar ornaments for myself? Or do I have to find them? Can only find them. Okay, so they're very time limited. I got you. All right, that's a good amount of tofu for right now. I do want to eventually get this, I mean, how many more games would I have to do? Probably like 3 more games, given the current rate of Kukadoba fruits. I want to mix it up a little bit, though. Let's go do some... Let's go first check out how our slimes are doing here. They're still well-fed over here. Y'all are still well-fed. Looking good here in the plort department. Oh, yeah, we're doing just fine out here. The ranch barely even needs me anymore, man. Barely even needs me. Wait, I should water the drones while I'm here, though. Hold on a second, because the ranch only stays operational as long as the drones remain well nurtured. So we make sure to water those 2 drones. There should be 2 drones down here, I think. Yep. Boom and boom. And then we portal back to the main area. Right over here. And then we got 2 drones here as well. Boom. And... boom. Anything going crazy around here? There's a bunch of plorts on the ground. I'm clearly very full on plort storage right now. Yeah, I need to empty out some of these plorts at some point, because I think the silos are also full, is what that's telling me. Because isn't one of these guys' jobs? You don't have a job, bro. Why don't you have a job? You're doing nothing. You're just sitting here like it's not free real estate. You gotta work for your keep. You're supposed to be taking plorts from plort collectors to the silo. Did you stop doing that because there's no room left in the silo? Opinionated woman, thank you for the 1 month of the electron level, by the way. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that. Little baby member, but love it here. I'm glad to hear that. Everyone's member streak starts at just 1 month, so... I mean, even if it's just the 1 month and that's all you want to support for, that's totally fine too, but I hope you stick around for a while longer. I like having you here. You willed her into existence. Let's make sure all our other drones are actually, like, doing their proper jobs here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Is that... do I only have 1 drone for this? No, I have you here. Okay, yeah. There we go. I was going to say, we got to have at least 2 drones per area. 1 for the plort collecting and 1 for the food collection. Argon doesn't like jobless people. I don't like the things that I constructed and for an explicit purpose to not be doing that purpose. I created these drones for their various jobs, and I want them to do those jobs. That has no bearing on my opinion on jobless people. I think being jobless is based, as long as you're still, you know, living within whatever means you want to be living within. If you don't have a job, but you want a job, then I wish you the best in finding a job. If you don't have a job and you don't want a job, then I'm jealous of you, because that means you're in a very good position in your life where you don't have to, like, do anything to earn money for a living. I don't think I have spicy tofu stored anywhere else. I'm going to go ahead and store spicy tofu in this silo over here, though. I think this is where... oh, I do have spicy tofu right here, actually, because I remember, like, I put a bunch of different food in this silo. Okay, there we go. That works. You didn't hear that last part? He hates you? That's just your assumption? No. No, I don't hate anybody. Except for, like, murderers and stuff. Those guys can frick right off, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not afraid to say it. Let me fill up on my water real quick. Should I be doing more of these quests here, by the way? Bob and Thora West. I don't know if there's more mini games to unlock for doing quests for these two. Should I continue on these quests here, on these like daily quests, or do I not need to worry about these as much? Any Slime Rancher aficionados? There's no more minigames, so just go where your heart sends you. I mean, Bob does have my heart to a certain extent. Chickens. You're so real for that one. You want 2 painted hens and a roostro? Wait, that's actually like so easy. At least the roostro is very easy. The painted hens, not so much. I have to go out to the glass desert for those. But I want to go out to the glass desert anyway, because I want to... If we want to fill out our Slimepedia, we do need to find both the painted chickadoo and the briar chickadoo. Okay. Don't take the roostro out of there if I can help it. Is there a roostro anywhere else around here that I can pillage? Pillage is a really fun word to say, by the way. It's unfortunate that, like, it's, you know, it doesn't have a lot of great use cases. Just being able to say it, like, it just felt good, man. Pillage. Ooh, wait, Lucky Slime. Hold on a second. Quick little bit of cash injection here. Don't mind if I do. We do need to find a gold slime eventually, so I need to feed a gold slime, like, 3 times at once, I think. So that'll have to happen eventually for one of the achievements. I don't know how tricky that is. The stony hens are henning about. What else we got around here? I don't see any roostros, so I might just have to sacrifice one of my own roostros at home. Yeah, I don't see any around. You can pillage the refrigerator. I feel like the refrigerator is more something that you plunder than you pillage. What's the difference between plunder and pillage, though? Like, saying I plundered the refrigerator feels more correct to me than saying I pillaged the refrigerator. Vibes? It's just what, like, you're feeling in the moment. You know what? Fair enough. Only 1 roostro. Thank you very much. Plunder is to steal stuff from. Isn't that the same as pillage? Pillage, destroy, and steal stuff from. Okay, that makes sense then. I do not want to destroy my refrigerator, but I will loot my refrigerator. All right, I need 2 painted hens as well. A good excuse to go out to the glass desert here. I should probably get a, like, can I move this warp pad to just take me straight to the glass desert? Or if I destroy this, yeah, if I demolish it, it'll just be demolished. So I'd have to make a new warp pad in order to do that. Because, like, realistically, I pretty much only use this to get to the glass desert at this point. So if I can cut out this little trip here, that would probably be ideal. I'll want to return to the ruins, like, eventually to go exploring for all these treasure pods and stuff. I guess it's not a high priority either way. Some people use destroys in eating, like I'm going to destroy this hamburger. I've used that myself, actually. It's not a common phrase, but I do think that it's valid when you're, like, really hungry. Like, I'm going to absolutely demolish this hamburger. Apropos of nothing at all, by the way. Wait, first, can you find painted hens in these areas, or are they just, like, in the areas in between the oases? I'll just go have a look around. We're looking for the 2 painted hens and a painted chickadoo, if I can find one. Apropos of nothing at all. 1 in chat if you actively like the taste of water. 2 in chat if you don't. Not to say you hate water, but to say, but you wouldn't say that you actually just like the taste of water. I need empirical data. 1 1 1 1 2. 2 2. Okay, anyone who said 1, which means that they do actively enjoy the taste of water, I don't believe you. Not to say that you're lying, but I think, like, here's what I think, right? When I think of, like, a taste that I like, it's when I eat something and, like, the flavor of it is good to me. And water can be very refreshing. If you're really thirsty, then water, you might say that water tastes good if you're really thirsty, but it doesn't really taste good. It tastes the same. It's just that your body craves it more. The flavor doesn't change. It still tastes like nothing. I mean, it tastes like water, which does have, I guess, like a default kind of taste. Why ask the question then? Because I wanted to see how many of you were being honest with yourselves. Like, I drink water. I drink water all the time. I wouldn't say I like the taste of water, though. I feel like anyone who says they like the taste of water is either, like, dehydrated or they're lying to themselves, man. Different waters taste so different. That's not the taste of the water, though. That's the taste of the impurities in the water, right? Like, you're talking about the difference between, like, you know, glacier water and, like, tap water. They're not going to taste the same, but that's not the water's fault. That's the fault of, like, the iron and the lead in the water. I might actually have to breed my own painted hens in order to... You know, I might go get some more painted hens, actually. Because if I breed some painted hens, then I can get painted chickadees that way, like, a lot easier. I need 2 for Bob, but I'll bring 1 home here. The same applies to every food. That's just not true. That's not true. Like, an apple doesn't taste like an apple because of the worms in the apple. It tastes like an apple because of the chemical composition of the apple. If you had just pure H2O, water, it would taste different than most water because we're not used to drinking pure, like, distilled water, right? Chad, ignore him. He's rage baiting. Only a little bit. There's a nugget of truth in this. I think it's fine, for the record, to say, like, if you're thirsty, I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm not going to be that guy who's like, if you're really thirsty after, like, a long run or a day of exercise, or if you just happen to be really thirsty and you drink your water, you're like, man, that tastes so good. I'm not going to be like, actually, water doesn't really taste any better or worse depending on how dehydrated you are. It's just how much your body craves it because you need the refreshments more. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to be like, heck yeah, that water tastes amazing because it's so good. But categorically, it just doesn't taste. It just doesn't taste. You are being that guy? Not actively, though. I'm gonna be that guy in the back of your brain now. When the next time you think that water tastes good, you're gonna hear my little nasally voice in the back of your head saying that. Anyway, that's my soapbox talk for today. Thank you for joining me. Do apples taste different if you're hungry? No. I don't think food tastes different depending on whether you're hungry or thirsty or whatever. I think we trick ourselves into thinking that it tastes different, but it tastes the same. It's entirely dependent on your own mood. But the actual, you know, it's the flavor. The flavors are the same. If I wanted to be rage baited, I just boot up Silk Song. All right, I didn't know how much of a rage bait this was gonna be, so I'll cool off. Much like water cools you off when you drink it after a long exercise. Neurologically, everything is perception. Found the solipsist in chat. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Is that what solipsism is? Is being like, you know, everything is an illusion, nothing's actually real? Or is that the opposite? All right, we're swapping these guys out. We're putting a one painted hen in here for right now because I want to go for painted chickadoos. Elder Rooster can go in here. I'm going to put some regular hens into here. And I'm going to actually change this drone up here, since that one I'm going to be using to breed painted hens for the time being. You're going to go ahead and your source is, instead of coops, just going to be outside plots. And your destination is still auto feeders. So that way you'll just get the free range chickens. There we go. There's more nuance to it than that. You really thought you missed my streams? All right, let's go do Victor's minigame, shall we? I don't want to bring the vibes down. So let's go ahead and play Victor's minigame and go catch some silly little glitch slimes. Argon, you are the vibes. So if I'm the vibes and I don't want to bring the vibes down, then I could be like, "You're never gonna bring me down. You're never gonna break this part of me. My friends are here to bring me round. Not singing just for popularity." You know what I'm talking about? Who the heck is this? It's 3 slimes in a trench coat, man. That's odd. Someone hijacked my connection. I'll have to look into that later. Now, do you need something? I've updated my simulation projections for this phase, and I'm confident they will be accurate. They have even accounted for this exchange, including if I, achoo! Bless you. Perfect. My projections included that sneeze based on rising dust levels in my lab. Looking forward to your results. They should prove to be... chicken? Wait, Bob? Is that you? All right, we need 5. Oh, I thought that said 560. It's 360, which isn't as bad. And then we get the upgraded drones. So let's get to work on those, because I really do want the upgraded drones. Wait, y'all don't know what I'm talking about when I sang that song? Sunset Shimmer, My Little Pony Equestria Girls, Rainbow Rocks? You guys are so uncultured. What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? That's an all-time classic. Even if you're not in the My Little Pony phase, that's just a good song, man. All right, we're looking for ditto faces. Ditto faces and landscape that is out of place. That's the main goal here. I do need to use the debug spray on the big guys, I think. Yeah. I can just suck up the little ditto ones, and that's fine, but the big ones I actually need to hit with the debug spray. I remember this. You respect my love of My Little Pony, you just don't share it. That is fair. But you have to admit that the songs, well, you actually, maybe you haven't heard the songs, so you just don't know. But if you heard some of the songs in the shows and the movies, they freaking bop, dude. They had like some of the most talented musicians on like that I've ever heard when it comes to like at least like show tunes. They're really good, man. They're really good. Are you a ditto? You're just a puddle slime. You're just vibing. Get out of here with your tarness. Your tardiness. Oh, nope. You stop it. All right, we're looking for more dittos. Ditto. Ditto face. I need to find some I've only got 6 glitch slimes so far. I need to do better, man. I need to find like some spots that are actually like out of place here. That's where the bulk of our glitch slimes usually come from. I gotta be better about spotting things that are out of the norm. Like this rock, for instance. Never mind. Or this guy. The special episode songs go so hard. Cadence and Chrysalis duet is so good. Tic Tac knows exactly what I'm talking about. You're so real for that. That has like that's like a bunch of, that's like probably the most popular My Little Pony song is this day aria, I think it's called. I think last I checked, which was a very long time ago now actually that I checked it, I believe it had like 50 million views on YouTube. It's a popular song, man, and it's well deserved. It's a freaking bop. This day is going to be perfect. The kind of day of which I dreamed since I was small. I'm not even going to sing it because I'm just going to ruin it. I'm going to ruin it for you. You should just go listen to it yourself. I know like 99% of chat won't go listen to it for themselves, but the 1% that will are going to have the time of their life. Is that a gold slime? No, it's just a glitch slime in disguise. I didn't know that could happen, man. Is that a gold slime in front of me or just a bunch of glitch slimes in a trench coat? The world may never know. Bro, give me this freaking glitch slime. Oh my gosh, it's so chaotic. It's just pure chaos, dude. 30 glitch slimes in a dream, though. We're doing all right here. I saw another one there. Get back here. Okay. Debug spray. I'm actually a little low on debug spray. This looks fishy, though. It wasn't actually the thing I was looking at, but I happened to spray something anyway, so that's fantastic. Those aren't glitches. Those are just rock slimes. Okay. This looks a little weird. My barometer for what things do and don't look weird has been failing me so far today. Oh. Don't absorb my glitch slime. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Debug spray. I need to get more debug spray. Oh, there's some right there. Perfect timing. Wait, you're so real for that. Game, thank you. There's something here for sure. Yeah, I could see the glitchy texture. If you look at something long enough, I guess you do actually get like a little hint that it's glitchy. You don't have to just like know when things are or aren't glitchy. I do need to get rid of these tar slimes here. Otherwise, they're just gonna cause like so many problems. Bro, there's so many of them. When did this happen? Oh no, these are the problems that I was talking about that they're causing. They're eating all my debug spray, bro. I didn't want to have to use all my debug spray on those guys. What the heck? All right, the exit portal has activated. I should make my way in that direction, but we don't have to be like super fast about it. Just have to be fast enough that we don't get left behind. Is this the right path here? Yes, okay. Need to make sure I follow the arrows properly. Oh, that's definitely glitches. Oh, baby. You know, sometimes you just see something and you can just tell. It just has that glitch energy. Okay. More debug spray is appreciated. At least it helps me fight off the tar slimes some more, if nothing else. Going on an odyssey for this exit portal. Oh. That's a glitch slime for sure. Are those green crystals like always glitch slimes? I swear they always like look like it. I don't even know how many of the glitch slimes I actually picked up there. They all kind of like melded into the water and I couldn't tell where I was even looking. Alley-oop. Where are we going here? Where are we going? Still up this way? Okay. Not this portal. It's over here somewhere. More glitches. Ooh, perfect, perfect. There's one that got away back there, but that's all right. We got pretty much all the rest of them, I think. 69 glitch slimes to my name. You can say it. You have my permission. I hear it. I hear a freaking lucky slime somewhere, but I can't get distracted, man. I can't get distracted. Ah! Bro, where is this exit portal? There it is. Oh my gosh. Took a minute. Jeez Louise. It's not the same with permission. Okay, you don't have my permission to say anything about my 69 bug reports. Still have no idea what's going on in this game. I'm glad you can still enjoy yourself, even if you don't have any idea what's going on in the game. It's good vibes no matter what, right? Alright, that's 4 manifold cubes. I still need a whole bunch more bug reports in order to get that drone upgrade. Do I just go right back in? I should probably drop off my manifold cubes just to make sure I have, like, inventory. Well, what do I need inventory space for, really? I really just need it for the glitch slimes. Empty vac pack required to activate. Alright, never mind. Frick me, I guess. It's easy enough to just pop over here and drop them in anyway, though, so that's fine. Come here for the vibes, not for sense. I appreciate that. I respect it. Quick little hydration break, and then we're right back into it. Let's go. Sometimes I feel like I'm watching a less pixely Minecraft. I can see that for sure, yeah. I don't play a lot of, like, first-person games like this on the channel, I don't think. This definitely has that Minecraft vibe. You got the inventory, you got the first-person-ness to it, you got the wandering of, like, an open world. It's not nearly as open world and open concept as Minecraft is, obviously. In Minecraft, you can just keep walking basically forever. Not literally forever, because that's not how computers work, but... As far as we're concerned, basically forever. Very few people have ever walked to the edge of a Minecraft world. I can't say no people have ever done that, because I know that Kurt J. Mac exists, and he recently walked to the edge of his Minecraft world after, like, what was it, like 12 to 15 years, something like that. And I'm sure people have done it before him, but not many people. Argon not seeing my little joke. I was so thirsty, man, this water tastes so good. Heck yeah, more power to you. That water does taste good. You can't rage bait the rage baiter. What do you think you're doing? What do you think I know what you're doing. I know the kind of things you're getting up to here. Oh gosh, I'm getting my face eaten. Okay. Any glitchy spots around here? I just see a bunch of chickens. Ooh, that looks a little glitchy. I don't think trees are supposed to be vibrating like that. Show me a naturally vibrating tree and I'll show you a liar. That's also a naturally vibrating rock? I don't think so, unless this is an earthquake happening around here. In which case, we all got bigger problems than a couple glitch slimes. Oh, baby, that was a good little assortment of glitch slimes. I wonder, like, how many glitch slimes you could reasonably get in this. You could probably, like, fill it up. Because there's, like, a limit, it looks like, of, like, maybe, like, 300, like the silo. If you knew what you were doing in this, there's probably strats to, like, fill it up so quickly. Speedrunning this game gotta go kind of crazy in that regard. Okay. This looks... Oh. Hello? Lucky slimes don't exist around here. They're only ever glitches. I wonder if that's actually true, like, if in this minigame, like, gold slimes and lucky slimes are always glitches, and you just get, like, a bunch of glitch slimes for finding them. Seems like it might be the case. Yeah, I was gonna say, that looked very fishy. That weird little flower there. Not bad so far. Boop, boop, boop. Easy. But this flower here. Thought so. Those flowers, they're like the crystals of the moss blanket. Or they're it's like, you know, glowy pink flowers are to the moss blanket as crystals are to the other area that I forget the name of. The dry reef, perhaps? Or maybe the indigo quarry, I guess would be more apt. What about that one? Is that... Eh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there were so many. There's so many, dude. Oh, baby. I've already got more than I did the entire last run. And we're not even like panic mode yet. This is so good. 73? I look over at chat and I look over at chat for the first time in like a minute and I just see y'all talking about my the blunder I made the other stream. Look, I'm not proud of what I said, but I stand by it. But I'm not proud of it, okay? You don't gotta keep bringing it up. You don't gotta keep bringing it up. Nah, there's clips of it in the Discord if you're not familiar with what was said. I'm not gonna repeat it, but how many glitch slimes can you actually fit here? It's not going to be 300 because we've already got more than half my backpack full here at just 93. So maybe it's only like 150. Exit portal is activated, but I want to test the limits. I want to test the limits of what I can do. I'll do the exit portals right here. Oh my gosh, but I'm not ready to go yet. I can do a little more exploration. Now that I know where the exit portal is, maybe I can just like hang around here a little bit. Do these tar slimes. I only have one debug spray left. Oh, this is not a good place to be. This is not a good place to be. Okay, I might just have to leave. Because I don't know where else I would find more debug spray anyway. All right, fine. 91 glitch slimes. Make that 92. 92. Skip to my shoe. Very like me to test the limits. Feels like if the Pope swore. I don't think I'm on that high of a pedestal, but thank you. I don't think I'm that pure or on that high of a pedestal. Where is it on the Discord? It should just be in like Argon stream clips, I think. 238 out of 360. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. 4 more manifold cubes to my name. Not bad. All right. I think, honestly, we just keep going on these mini-games a little bit. I'm going to go restock my water so I can make sure the drones are well compensated for their lovely work. And then we... How are you guys doing? You still got food? Okay. And then I think we go back for another round of more mini-games, man. I know the mini-games might get a little bit old if I just keep doing them over and over and over again, but no, I'm having fun with them. First and foremost, that's the most important thing. And we need to do them for these upgrades. Because I've heard these upgrades that you get from the minigames are, like, peak. They're supposed to be, like, really, really good upgrades, so... I should check in on the painted hen in the corral as well, in the coop, to see whether or not we got the painted chickadee. And then once I get a painted chickadee, I can swap out the painted hens there for... What's the other one I need? The briar hen? I need the briar chickadee. So we'll swap that out in due time. I'm surprised there's not a way to automate, like, the water for these drones as well, to be honest with you. Maybe there is, and I just don't know of it yet. Although I feel like I've discovered all, or at least the majority of, like, the lab stuff anyway. Sprinklers and Slime Rancher when? That's what I'm saying. Or just like a pipe or something that you can lay between all the different drone stations, then you just like fill it from like one primary water repository. I have found the painted chick. That's what they call what's her name in Dark Souls. In the painted world of Ariamis, the painted chick. A tiny chick that's hiding a bounty of colorful potential. Painted chickadoos are baby chickens that eventually grow into a painted hen, or more rarely, a roostro. Chickadoos of all varieties will never be eaten by slimes. Some believe this is because slimes are too kind-hearted to do such a thing. Others believe it's because chickadoos don't yet have enough meat on their bones. The world may never know, man. The world may never know. All right, fantastic. Well, I'll let you stick around for a second. I'm not that heartless. I'll put the painted hen over into the enclosure here. They're not getting that much food. Is this drone? I watered this drone, right? So he's gonna start moving chickens eventually into there. Do I have to like put one hen in so that he knows to put more hens in there? I don't know. I'm just gonna trust the drones to do their job. They've been doing pretty well so far, honestly. So who am I to be so judgmental? Is this a market link? I forget what I put here. I think I put a market link here so that I can like sell plorts. Never trust a robot. Clankers. Chat, don't say clankers. Some of my best friends are robots. You got like Haley in Stardew Valley. Everyone in Stardew Valley is a clanker. Not all clankers are bad. Bro swore. I wouldn't consider clanker a swear, but I will admit it doesn't always feel good to say. Boop, boop. All right, I gotta go find. I gotta go swap out the painted hens that was in here for a whatchamacallit, a briar hen. So we're gonna need to go to the moss blanket. The quickest way to the moss blanket is not through there. It's through over here. Boom. We cannot personify the robots. It's too late for that. We're already in that timeline. We just have to learn how to deal with it now. Depends on the robot, though. Like, I'm not going to personify, like a smart fridge. Well, that might not even... I mean, honestly, most robots and AI systems do get personified just by their very nature, because they have, like, a voice, so... NPCs are not robots? Well, I thought people were using clankers, not just, like, for literally, like, you know, robots, but for any AI, which is literally, like, a huge chunk of computer code is, like, AI. Like, an NPC that has its schedules and patterns and things that it does, that's an AI. It is an artificial intelligence. It's a primitive intelligence, but it's still an artificial intelligence. It's not AI in the sense that the buzzword is used these days, but... You a briar hen? Briar hen. It is briar hen that I needed, right? The briar chick. Let me just double check. It is. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. No, it's not. It's code. I mean, AI in any capacity is just code at the end of the day. AI is not intelligence, it's just code. It's artificial intelligence. That's why I use the term intelligence there, because that's what AI stands for. But I get what you're saying, yeah. There is no I in AI is what we mean. Exactly. All right, my briar hen. I'm gonna go ahead and plop this dude over into the coop here. Get rid of the painted hen, and then we wait for them to do their thing. Next time we come back after our next after our next minigame trip, we probably get a briar chick. At least I hope so. And then go from there. So I just did victors for a little bit. Let's go back and do some more Mochi Miles. Actually, I think like one more round of races at Mochi Miles and we probably get our deluxe coupe. That's the state we left that in, right? So we're probably due finally for one of our rewards here. That'd be so nice. Let's go freaking do it, man. Mochi Miles, my beloved. 349. Yeah, so I only need a little more. I need 101 Quicksilver plorts. And I'm starting to get like pretty good at this, I feel like. Wait, I like bounced on this first. It was like weirdly bouncy. I didn't press the jump button, but I still jumped up. How very peculiar. Ooh, I love when they just pop out of the ground in front of my face and I can just hit them all so quickly. Oh, that feels nice, dude. All right, boom. Spark shots. I really like this minigame, man. Previously, if you had asked me, like, which of the minigames is my favorite, I don't think I would have chosen the Quicksilver minigame here, this little racing minigame, but there's something, like, so charming about it's simple but elegant, man. You just run with the slimes and get yourself some Quicksilver plorts. You just shoot with wild abandon. You don't even have to be like a crack shot or anything like that. It's so nice. Boop, boop, boop. You just shoot down on them, rain down some spark shots. Sometimes you're just in the mood for a little bit of mindless, you know, clicking around. Just look at the red things and click on the red things. Sometimes it doesn't have to be any more cerebral than that. Sometimes you do want a little bit more of a cerebral one. Here, let me help you out, buddy. There you go. Dude was stuck on the corner. Ooh, I almost got that one. That was almost like the longest range shot of my life. I didn't account for the Coriolis effect, though. How far does something have to fly before, like, the Coriolis effect comes into play, aka the rotation of the Earth? I think that's, like, what the Coriolis effect is in reference to, is, like, you know, how you have to, like, adjust, like, if you're shooting a gun or something at a super long range, you have to adjust your aim based on, like, the Coriolis effect. Don't talk about that? Why not? I'm talking about the rotation of the Earth and physics. Is that not okay? Am I missing something there? If you're telling me to bail on the subject for some reason, I will, but... You almost dropped out of your physics studies because of that effect which must not be named. Traumatic. Me when the physics problem says you must account for air resistance? No. My training hasn't prepared me for this. No! No! Be so for real, though. Like, if I was given a physics problem and they're like, air resistance must be taken into account, I would have no idea what the heck to do, man. Every single physics problem I've encountered in my schooling life was always like, you know, in a vacuum, such and such and such and such. Like, it was never, you never have to account for the actual, like, atmosphere or anything like that, or like friction, you know, like heat loss and stuff. I get that, like, in like actual engineering, obviously you're gonna have to account for those things. So there's obviously ways to do it. I need more spark shots, man. How did I just forgot to grab this one, I guess. Take care, Souza. Thanks for hanging out. Be well. Enjoy the rest of your day at work. It's not even 6 a.m. This is above your brain capacity. Fair. Nobody wants to be thinking about friction coefficients and the Coriolis effect at 6 a.m. At least have, like, a bagel or coffee first or something like that. Ooh. Almost there where we need to be for our Quicksilver plorts. Still got over a minute left as well, so I think we are getting our deluxe coupe today, my friends. Ooh, wait, I don't even know what a deluxe coupe entails. I'm so excited to find out. And I think the same comment that told me to, like, focus more on the mini games was also, like, the third prize you get from Mochi's game after the deluxe coupe is even better. Like, we got more to look forward to after this, so I'm very curious to see how that goes. I just don't know how many Quicksilver plorts I'm going to need, because this is already a bit of a grind to get this many. I can focus on other things in the interim, though. We can definitely go, like, do some exploration and whatnot. I gotta get more spark shots here. Thunderclap. Ba-boom. Ooh, that feels good. Nice, nice, not bad. I may be shooting with too much wild abandon here. Maybe that's why I'm burning through my spark shots so fast. They do give you a lot of moments to replenish, though, so it's not so bad. How much time I got left? 20 seconds here. Oh my gosh, 150. Dude, this might be our best run so far today. Go figure, the more you do something, the better you get at it. Scientists hate him for this one weird trick. Practice does indeed make perfect. What the heck? Not bad, man. Not bad. Quicksilver plort. 160 Quicksilver plorts, and I stopped right next to the freaking warp pad. That does not happen very often. Oh, baby. All right. Let's go ahead and see what this deluxe coupe is about, shall we? Mochi Miles looking at me like she knows something I don't, and she does. She knows the benefits of the deluxe coupe. 450 Quicksilver plorts later? What do you got for me, girl? What the? You collected how many? Well, then, I suppose the deluxe coupe is now available to you. I would say good luck managing all those chickens, but honestly, you seem to know how to handle yourself. Wait, is she blushing? Ooh. Sorry, I'm already spoken for, Mochi. You know, sometimes I just feel like this whole planet is a coupe, just a pen to keep people far away. Sometimes I feel like my dad didn't send me out here for a special assignment at all. Sometimes I feel like I was just sent here to stay out of his way. Just a chicken in a coop. Aww. Speaking of chickens, what's a bird brain like you doing hanging around when there's so much work to do? She's so tsundere, dude. Let's get back to the task at hand. Get me another batch of Quicksilver plorts and I'll give you a very special reward. Access to this manor and its plots? Huh? Wait, she's gonna give me free reign of the place? My manor will be the one ranch expansion you have that isn't embarrassing. Wouldn't that be nice? Yes, please. 700 plorts for access to Mochi Manor? You telling me I can get through this wall if I just give her 700 Quicksilver plorts? Oh, that would be so nice, man. All right, I'll be back. I will be back, but I gotta see what this deluxe coupe upgrade is about as well. She's asking me out. Then I politely decline, because despite being separated by light years, my heart still yearns for Casey. Never forget. But I'll gladly be good friends with Mochi. All right, top up the drones as I wander around here. I wasn't even gone that long, so most of these should still have water left, I think. Fantastic news. Do I have 3 drones around here or 2? Hold on a second. There's this one here. You're collecting plorts. You're feeding. I think it's just those 2, right? Bro, the way the YouTube studio thing is set up now, hold on, I gotta like move my windows around a little bit because I can't see how long I've been streaming. Normally I look over and just see like what the timer is up to just to know how long I've been going. But I had chat extended to such a point. Chat covers up so much of the window now that I couldn't see the timer. Going 2 hours already. It feels like no time at all, to be honest with you. All right, let me boom. Top these guys up. Bang and bang. Y'all staying well fed? They're looking kind of hungry. I don't know. Something tells me this drone might not be getting enough hens to those guys. They're not looking too happy. Maybe, just maybe, our deluxe coupe will help fix that, though. Let's see what the deluxe coupe is all about. Also, chickadoos. I see I see the single briar hen. I do not see any more chickadoos. All right, we need to... Maybe if we give you a deluxe hen house. Deluxe upgrade for 650. A special upgrade designed by Mochi Miles that doubles the number of chickens you can keep and moves elders out. It automatically moves the elders out. Okay. All right. I respect that. You know, I'm going to just put some hens, just some regular hens in there because we do need actual, like, hen production. Hopefully we'll still get a briar chick at some point here so that I can get that for the Slimepedia. But I need some actual proper... What is this, man? They've got chicken TV in here? That's how they make it more deluxe? Wait, they've got cushions and everything, and they're using them. Oh my gosh. Do these chickens have a better room than I do? What the heck? What's going on here? What are they watching on the chicken TV? Chicken? CNN, the Chicken News Network? 2 chickens? It's Bob's favorite channel, bro. Dude, that's awesome. I love that so much. All right, one more hen for that enclosure. Ooh, freaking roostro, dude. Those are rare. Get the roostro in here. Pivot this drone to go once again from... Wait, your source is still coops. I thought your source... Oh, that's probably why you weren't feeding those guys. I thought I changed the source to outside plots, but no. Okay, that's... So auto feeders activate. Yeah, okay, there you go. Now, hopefully, it'll be a little more... They'll be a little more well-fed. How we doing out here? These guys doing okay? I can't tell whether they're hungry or not. Oh, no, they're not hungry. Wait, you know what I was looking at? For some reason, I was looking at their mouth, and I was thinking that was their, like, it was like a closed eye. And I was like, why does slime only have one eye? I was so confused for a second. It's like, this guy only has one eye, and it's closed. And usually their eyes are closed because they're so hungry. I gotta collect these plorts manually still, the puddle plorts. Get in there with the puddle slimes. I don't mind it, though. It's good vibes. The slime clops. For all I know, that's actually a thing in Slime Rancher 2. I was about to say Stardew Valley 2, but that's only a pipe dream. Alright. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring. Know what I'm talking about? But let's actually go and visit Ogden again. Because I think if I get this is going to make my gardens that's like so much more efficient. I don't even know if we need more efficient gardens. Because I feel like our gardens, with the equilibrium we have right now between the drones and the gardens and the corrals and everything, we're actually doing okay. But we could always stand to be doing better. So let's go collect some more of these Cucadoba fruits, shall we? I don't know what my PB is on collecting Cucadobas. I feel like it's only like a little bit more than 10, honestly, in a single run. We gotta get better about it. I gotta find me some mud balls to crack open. We got some Cucadobas right there. That's already 4 Cucadobas. That's pretty solid. Is that the results of a mud ball? There's like a bunch of just like random fruit on the ground. Also, is there a benefit to feeding the feral slimes in this minigame? Most of them are feral, that's just the nature of the saber slime, I suppose. And I could try and feed them to make them non-feral so that they don't attack me as much, but if that's the only benefit is that they're like not aggressive, but they don't actually give any like extra rewards or anything, I don't think I really like care about that. Sometimes multiple Cucadobas will spawn in one area. Those are the areas that I'm looking for. I thought, I looked at this and I didn't register it as like a tree root at first. I registered it as like half of a llama skeleton or something like that. You see what I'm saying? It's like a quadruped skeleton with a very long neck that's embedded in the wall. It was freaking me out, dude. I was so scared. Cucadoba. Rare hidden Cucadoba. Oh. Gotta watch out for the hunter sabers. They go invisible on you. Kukadoba? Get out of here, bro. Kukadoba. This is actually a really good run so far, at least for my standards. I feel like we don't normally have 10 Kukadobas until like near the very end of the thing. Can I get Kukadobas out of crates? I actually have no idea. No Kukadobas up there. Bums? Bums are just legs? Butts are legs. Butt is legs. That is definitely my stance on it. I got turned around there for a second. I need to find a place that I have not yet explored. Kukadobas. Let's freaking go, dude. Butt is hips. And hips are also legs. I feel like hips are part of the legs. They're more part of the legs than they're part of the torso. I feel like that's true. The entire body is legs? No, it stops at the hips. Above the hips is torso. And then eventually you transition into arms. But I don't think torso is arms. Torso is leg, no in between. Yeah, exactly. The hips don't lie. You know how it is. 14 Kukadobas is pretty good here. Can I get any more, though? You're the freaking king of the mountain, bro. I feel like I might have been here long enough that they've already eaten all the other Kukadobas. Is that what happens? Do these sabers just eat all the Kukadoba fruit before you get to them? And that's why sometimes you get to an area and there's just like none left. Oh. But if we got high enough up, we can get more Kukadobas. Maybe that's the ticket. That is the freaking ticket, dude. There's one down there. Oh my gosh, there's so many here, actually. Wait a second. I was getting ready to freaking call it quits. 18 Kukadoba fruits? I gotta get back up there, though. There were more across that bridge. Have I figured out what the green glowing statues are for? They're for mud balls, but I still have not encountered a mud ball. Is this a mud ball? Or was that just a dead Kukadoba fruit? Apparently you find mud balls and you shoot them into those things to crack them open. But mud balls seem like insanely rare. Because I've played this minigame quite a few times so far, and I've yet to find even like a single one, I think. Maybe this will be the moment. No, it's just a wild grass patch, as it turns out. Any Kukadobas up here? That's just so barren. They're having a little powwow down there, man. A little hunter slime jamboree. I'm envious. There's gotta be more hiding up here, man. I swear. The Kukadoba. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. No! Ow! I fell right into the open jaws of a hungry saber hunter, man. I needed to wait. I can get up here, though. I can parkour my way up. Just you wait. Just you freaking... I got another freaking jetpack where this came from. Just you wait. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, I think. I think we start a new run. 20 Kukadoba fruits. I think we do one more good run like that and we get the fertile soil upgrade, right? Mud balls is fun to say. It's like someone who hasn't showered in a long time. You freaking mud ball. You know what? I see it. Okay, where is the exit again? I think it was around the backside here, right? Somewhere? Yeah. Perfect. Beautiful. I need 13 more Kukadoba fruits. Let's get to it, shall we? Just another day at the office for little Miss Beatrix. 13 Kukadobas? No problem, no problem. One of your daughters has become obsessed with your favorite band and wants their music on 24/7. You're so proud. Let's go. Successfully converted child to fan. I love that. Now you can both like fan out over the band at the same time. That's so awesome. I definitely think there's like I mean, there's obviously a tendency for parents to try and like get their kids to like things that they like. It's not always successful by any means, but I think it's more successful than not a lot of the time. I'm trying to think, like, a lot of the things that like my mom likes, like she likes a lot of like true crime and baking shows. And I gotta admit, having grown up around watching true crime and baking shows, it's just literally baked into my DNA now. It's like I love them too, man. I love them too. And it's funny because they're like so tonally different. Like in the blink of an eye, my mom will go from watching like the most heinous crimes you've ever seen on Dateline or something like that to watching the Holiday Baking Championship where it's all bright colors and happy days. I guess it kind of makes sense to a certain degree. You gotta, you know, balance. It's kind of like yin and yang. You gotta balance out the bad with the good. But I don't even know if that's exactly what it is for her. I think she just like generally likes it. Like she always, pretty much any time I go out into the living room, because I live with my mom right now, and if I'm going out into the living room, she's got like a show on most of the time. I would say it's like a 60-40 split between like she most of the time has some like true crime documentary on in the background, or like one of those shows like Dateline, or she's got a baking show on, or she also watches a fair amount of YouTube as well. She watches like crafting YouTube mainly, because she's a crafter herself. She just scrapbooks and crochet and all that stuff, all that good stuff. That's one of her hobbies that I never really got into. I did do a little bit of crafting when I was younger. I've talked about that in the past, how I did like little clay figurines and stuff. But I never got fully into that, not as much as I did with like her other interests. Mom Gone sounds awesome, said by 2 noted community members in a row. She is awesome. She's absolutely one of the coolest people I know. Like, if you ever met her, if I ever got her on stream, you'd, like, understand instantly where so many of, like, my mannerisms come from. I take after her a lot, I think. I'm not that different from anyone else in that regard. I take after my mom. I take a bit after my dad. Not as much after my dad as after my mom, because I did grow up more with my mom than my dad, but I know bear no ill will towards my dad. That's just, you know, how things worked out generally. And I take after the, like, streamers and YouTubers that I watch. Take some of my mannerisms from the Dan Gieslings and Northern Lions and Squeakses of the world. I'm a weird hodgepodge of all those things. Nothing and no one is unique, and that's okay. We're all derivative of the things that came before us. Well, I shouldn't say you're not unique, because, like, you're derivative of all the things that came before you and all, like, the media and things that have influenced you, but you're derivative in a unique way, a way that only you can be. Mudballs? Wait, did I miss the mudballs? I've been so lost in my own little world here. Where's the mudballs at? Were they up here? Took a lot of your personality from books? I probably did too and don't even realize it based on like how many books I read when I was younger. I don't read as much these days, but they were brown and round. I mean, that sounds like a mud ball for sure. Uh-oh, don't go jumping into the water here. That's a plort, not a mud ball, I'm pretty sure. A little saber plort moment. Ooh. Bro, now that I know I missed a mud ball, I just want to find another mud ball. I don't need to, though. Right now, I just need to find the exit, actually, because I think I've got enough enough kukadobas to get our upgrade here. So let me go see if I can find... I don't think I've seen an exit pad just yet. A lot of the time, it does seem to be on this island. I don't know if it's always, like, on these islands here, but it seems like every time, at least today, it's been on these islands. Beautiful. BEA Tricks. Oh, baby. Oh, my kukadobas! I forgot that that would happen. Wait, hold on. I'm shooting out the carrot so I can pick up the tofu that I've left here. 11 spicy tofu. And take this call from Ogden. Thanks so much for all those kukadobas. You're off to a great start. The miracle mix I developed for my own crops is now available in your garden upgrades. Miracle mix prevents fruits and veggies from rotting. Ooh, wait, that's actually pretty good, man. And don't forget, I make it with all natural materials, good, healthy stuff. But I didn't always think this way. I used to run a huge company on Earth that made insta-food, quick, cheap meals made of nothing but chemicals and preservatives. We made billions, but we weren't making real food. Instead, our food engineers worked to design products. It wasn't right. That silence is the sound of me taking a 1,000-yard stare into the camera off screen. So I came to the far, far range to grow my own wholesome food with my own 2 hands. I wanted to leave my life on Earth behind. But enough about that. On to more kukadobas. If you get me a bunch more, I'll give you the specs for a deluxe upgrade for your gardens. Ooh, oh, what the heck's he making there, man? Is that the spicy tofu bowl? Get to it, Beatrix. I've got a new recipe here and I need loads of kukadoba to get it just right. Hashtag chemicals. Not all chemicals are bad, but I wouldn't want my food composed of completely only chemicals. 120 kukadoba fruits for the next upgrade. I've got 8 of them right here for you, buddy. Boom. Beautiful. Argon, I hate to break it to you, but your food is already, in fact, composed of only chemicals. What do you mean? What do you mean the world is only composed of chemical compounds and literally nothing else? No! No! No, I knew that. The word chemicals does get a bad rap for sure, because literally everything is chemicals. It's just like, that's just how the world works. It's all chemistry once you get down to it. It's chemistry, physics, and biology. That's why they teach you those things in class. And you could even argue that it's all just physics at the end of the day. But I think breaking it into like chemistry, physics, and biology makes it more understandable by and large. And chemistry is just math. Does it ever blow your mind to think about how, like, we use numbers so much in our day-to-day lives, but numbers aren't things that actually, like, exist? Like, no, you can't go out in the universe and just find the number 3. But 3 is just a thing that we use all the time. Briar chick. Ooh, pro style, baby. Let's freaking go. I have completed my Slimepedia. Oh, baby. Briar chickadoos are baby chickens that will eventually grow into a briar hen or more rarely a roostro. Fantastic. I think the rest of this description is just like the other chickadoos. This chickadoo looks like he ate a whole container of chocolate pudding by himself, a whole big like tub of it, and doesn't want to tell you. Like, you walk into the kitchen, you go over to the fridge, and it's like, wait, I was gonna have some chocolate pudding. Where did it all go? You turn around, and there's this guy on the counter staring at you. He's like, I don't know where the chocolate pudding went. No idea. With that little smirk on his beak. Can't even get mad at him, man. You can't even get mad. Alright. I will take out the briar hens now. Briar hens and all the briar chickadoos. Because we do not... Because if I have them in here, then they're going to turn into briar hens, which the drone is not programmed to handle. So I will return y'all to the wild. Enjoy yourselves. Speaking from personal experience as the chickadee, absolutely. That was so good, man. We got... I felt like there was something else I was going to check. Do I get anything for completing the Slimepedia, or is it just the achievement, just the satisfaction of a job well done? Oh, I wanted to check our garden upgrades now that we got the Ogden upgrades. So I can go around and I can upgrade every garden, right, with the miracle mix. The special mix greatly increases the time it takes for ripe fruits and veggies to rot, so long as they are touching the garden's soil. I don't see a reason not to add that to literally every garden that we have, so let's go on a little spending spree, shall we? Is there a completion tracker for this game? The closest thing I think to a completion tracker is just the achievements menu here, right? I've got 43 out of 57 achievements. There's probably stuff you can do beyond that to go for like super max completion or something like that, but I'm mainly just going to be gunning for the achievements. Okay, we need to fill this drone up here, this drone over here. Boom, beautiful. You know, speaking of those achievements, once I upgrade all my gardens and do a little bit of this maintenance here, I might go and look at some of those achievements, and maybe we take a break from the mini games that we've been doing so far. Because I mean, we're close to getting the drone upgrade, so maybe I go and finish that out just to get the upgrades from all the mini games we currently have active. And then maybe we look into some achievements like the slime ball shenanigans. Is it just those 2 gardens here? I think it is, yeah. They're chilling. Pretty sure minigames are a beyond completion thing. Like, plot upgrades they gave aren't necessary for any achievements. Yeah, it didn't seem that way when I looked at the achievements earlier in the stream here. It seems like all the minigames, while they give you, like, really nice upgrades, they're not actually literally required for anything here. There's no achievement that's like, get all the upgrades or anything like that. A lot of the achievements just look like fun side things, like things you wouldn't normally do unless you were specifically hunting for the achievements. Like the slime ball one or whatever. Is that what it is? Is that what the game is called? Slime ball? Okay, I also need to do this garden here. $7Z ranks. You know, it might be time to buy some 7Z ranks, and it also might be time to crash some plort markets, because, I mean, look at the state of our silos here. Well, not this silo so much in particular, although this one still does have a lot. But I think the state of our plorts out here means we can probably crash some markets for sure. Manami Park understands that people yearn for silly achievements, and I appreciate that. I hate games that are literally just like, you know, like achievements are all the achievements are just things that you're gonna do in the process of beating the game in the first place. Or at least, I mean, some of those things can count as achievements, I think, and some of them should, to give you a sense of progression throughout the game. But if it's like, you know, you get an achievement for like booting up the game and beating the tutorial, it's like, make the achievements like count for something, man. Don't just make them like goalposts to shoot for. Well, like not goalposts. What's the word I'm looking for? Because goalposts is like fine, like if it's like a goal to shoot for, but if it's like a path marker or whatever, you know what I'm saying. 7Z rewards club. I can become Silver Storm rank 2 for more chromas. The overgrowth upgrade. What is the overgrowth upgrade? Does that just mean my overgrowth works better? I'm about to become Dancing Mongoose 1? Ooh, and Slime Trophy 2? Oh, baby. This is the last one I can afford is Dancing Mongoose 3. Gets me Ultra Dash Boots? Wait, chat, you didn't tell me that I could move faster in this game. I thought the 7Z Rewards Club was mostly just like, I mean, it is mostly cosmetics, but I guess there is some actual good stuff in there. Endless Mountain 1 for 60,000. I get a Tank Booster Ultra and Master Gordo Snare Blueprint. Those both sound utterly fantastic, to be honest with you. Wait, so do I, like, run, like, Omega fast now? I feel about the same, I'm not gonna lie to you. Is that, like, an upgrade that I still need to, like, get from here or something? I can just buy slime keys now? No, I think I can buy a single slime key. A single spare slime key just in case you can't seem to find the last one. Got you. Alright. Let's go on a plort selling spree, shall we? We haven't sold plorts in quite a while. Some of these markets are ripe for the picking. I do want to make sure to leave some of each plort in order to put into the refinery. But for right now, let's just make some freaking moolah, dude. I put one dervish plort back in there. Pick that up. We don't want to make a mess around here. Should be leaving the stream and edit a chapter, but y'all so nice. You're welcome to lurk around and do the work that you need to, opinionated woman. I don't want you to leave. If you have work that you have to do, then I implore you to go do it. But if you could put it off a little bit longer, then you know what? Maybe stick around and enjoy the vibes for a little while. We do have the greatest community on YouTube or Twitch around here. On any streaming service whatsoever. Look at this slime statue, man. It's so good. We get some love in chat for the community. Heart emojis for the community. Y'all are the best. And never forget that. I'm gonna remind you of it as much as I can because I don't know what I did to deserve all y'all, but y'all are the best. See, y'all, small kidney Joe hit me with the heart 3. It's those cute little like inside jokes. Those are some of the like my most favorite things. Y'all know exactly what to say to make me laugh. Every time I look over at the chat, I find a reason to smile, and that is not hyperbole. Boop. Some puddle plorts here. I'm at the point I'm not even looking at like the actual plort prices. I'm just sending it with like all the plorts that I can because we have so many plorts right now. And some rad plorts here. Radical, dude. Carefully, you'll give us all egos. Not possible, because not only are you the best community, you're also the most humble community, because I'm the most humble streamer, and everyone knows the communities take after their streamers by and large. So me being the most humble streamer by like a freaking mile in the world has to have the most humble community. One in chat if you're the most humble community and you know it, and you're gonna shout it from the rooftops that you're the most humble. One, two. You know what? Even if you say two, you're just being so humble that you're not gonna say it. So I respect that. It's a win-win here. Humble, to quote Souza. What the heck? Put some tabby plorts out of here. Are the plorts getting moved to the silos? I feel like all of these should be like so full, man. Maybe the plorts are not getting moved to the silos properly. I guess this guy's only... He didn't have a job for a little while, so maybe he's just taking some time to get caught up. That's fine. Okay, we need crystal plorts here. Argon, you made a mess? I'm cleaning it up. I clean up after myself. You don't gotta worry about me. I'm not gonna leave plorts all over the ground. That's a recipe for freaking disaster. It's like the RuneScape quest, a recipe for disaster. Boom, boom. Perfect. Place your bets now, by the way. Once I have sold as many plorts as I am inclined to sell, which I have no... It's just going to be a vibes-based thing when I feel like I've sold enough plorts. How much money do you think I'm going to have? We're currently at almost 40,000 new bucks. Over 40,000 now, and nowhere... And we're not even close to the end, I don't think, because I think literally, like, all of these are also pretty full. Or are they getting emptied out? Okay, no, these are actually getting emptied out. Okay, okay. A lot of dervish plorts. I need to sell all the dervish plorts, man. I just need to go crazy on the dervish plorts. This has got top back up to 300 again. I mean, it's no wonder, because literally all of my slimes are dervish slimes up here, so they're literally all producing, like, double dervish plorts, because they're getting fed their favorite foods. So it's not that much of a surprise, but it's still, like, a lot of dervish plorts, dude. Crash dervish down to 0. Can you get it down to 0? Like, will it eventually be like, nah, you've sold too many of this plort, you're just not making any money off of this at all? Will it get there if I just sell enough? I should sell some of these tangle plorts. I think they're actually worth quite a bit. You think it can go to 1 at the lowest? Follow-up question. Can any plort go that low? Or are there, like, is it like the higher tier plorts are that, like, their floor is higher? Like, maybe like tangle plorts, because you get them so late in the game, they can only go down to like a minimum price of 10 or something like that. Because it divides instead of subtracts. I got you. Pretty sure it's any of them. That would make sense, because like once you get to a certain point in the game, as we can clearly see here, you can just get like a vast amount of any plort you want, pretty much. So while some of them are going to have a higher average price than others, by virtue of being quote-unquote rarer, once you have the ranch set up the way you want, you can get pretty much any plort you want in infinite quantities, right? If you put in the elbow grease for it. One more of those. Perfect. Let's do some more tangle plorts here. You know what's crazy, though, is that the 7Z rewards are getting so expensive now that even after all the plorts I've sold so far, I still don't have enough for even the next upgrade. I don't know how high the 7Z rewards club goes. Boom. Like we're currently level 19 based on the number in the top left there. I don't know what tier it goes up to. But we're gonna freaking find out, man. They do have minimums. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So higher tier plorts, like on the further they are to the right here, are always going to stay, even at their minimum, more valuable than the minimums of other ones. Dervish can go down to 26. I mean, that's low, obviously, for dervish plorts, but still, with the sheer amount of dervish plorts that we're selling, like, what's 300 times 26? 300 times 26 at the minimum price would be 65? No, it's a little higher than that. It's like, well, it's 2,600 times 3. So that's going to be 6,000 plus 1,800, so 7,800. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. And that's only if we crash it to the minimum, which we probably are going to do, realistically. Let's be honest here. We're probably going to crash it to the minimum. If you keep selling, they'll stay at their minimum for multiple days. As they should. Like, rightfully so. Not bad, not bad. Okay. You know, that's enough selling from this silo. We should go to our other silos and areas to sell some of those as well. Like you said, lots, basically. Chad, I was looking into something the other day, some potential upgrade to my stream infrastructure. How would you feel about me having the option to like highlight a chat message and have it like show on the actual screen on stream? Because there is technology that makes that possible. I think that could be fun in certain instances. It wouldn't be like it wouldn't be something like you super chat and it automatically shows up on the screen, but like I could like pick and choose a message. Like if I'm responding to a specific message, I could like bring it up on screen and I could show it off. I've seen plenty of other YouTubers and streamers do stuff like that, so I feel like I'm not breaking the mold by any means, but I know we have like a different vibe for the community around here, so I just want to make sure that would be like that would be a reasonable thing to do. Also good for pinned messages, mayhaps. Potentially, but depending on how much screen real estate the messages would take up. Like, I don't want to be... I'm kind of averse to the idea of like just making like super chats and stuff like automatically pop up on stream. It's the same reason I don't do like text to speech and stuff, which is very popular among other streams and streamers, and I get why that is, but I just don't think it's like the right thing for this stream. But if I can like manually choose to like highlight something or something like that, I think that could be a fun little tool to play around with for sure. It'd be fun, not fully on brand for me though, yeah. But I think it would be fun. It would be like a fun and different way compared to what we're used to do some like extra community engagement, which I think is never a bad thing. You're not a big fan of the entire chat on screen? Oh, like you mean like where people have like, usually be like their face cam is on screen and then like they'll have like the chat scrolling like below their face cam somewhere? I think that's like probably like 95% of streams are like that these days. It's just like the default expected like layout for how a stream is generally is. At least among like the more popular streamers. And I think there obviously is a good reason for that. People seem to like it, and I honestly like it too. I like having the chat there so I can like see it and like see how people were like reacting to what was happening in the stream. So it can be useful in that regard, but I do also think that it causes a lot of like excessive clutter on the screen a lot of the time, you know? Whoop, almost just jumped straight into the water. But to each their own. What works for one stream is not going to work for every stream. You only find it grating if the chat moves way too fast to read. That's valid. And a lot of people have it too where it's like chat scrolls, but it'll like fade out after a number of seconds, so like you don't see all the chat messages. Assuming chat's not going like crazy fast, it's like not going to be overwhelming on screen, right? Oops, sorry, I'm already full on Dervish Sports here. I don't have a market link down here, so I'm going to have to do this. I have to warp back here, and then... That's not so bad. I could probably establish a market link down there just to make this a little more accessible, but this is fine for right now. We're not doing selling en masse too much here. At least not reasonably. You like a clean stream with no distractions around the game? I'm the same way, to be honest with you. Which is why it's been like that for so long, obviously. I wouldn't do it this way if this wasn't the way that I like to do it. I mean, it is easier for me for one thing to not have to worry about like a face cam and chat and like all these other like add-ons and stuff. So that's one benefit, but that's not even like the main reason that I have it that way. The main reason is just because like I like to be able to look at the game. I don't know, I've always been one of those people that I try and put a focus more on the game than on the person playing the game, right? Like I lean into like being a personality and a character in some regards on my stream. And obviously a lot of people are like here because they like me as a person and they like my vibes. And I am thankful for that and appreciate that a great deal. But I also like I like generally for the game to be the star of the show than for the person to be the star of the show. Which is why I like to do, like, you know, different challenges in games. That way the gameplay can be spicier and more interesting than it would be for if you're just like playing through the game vanilla. But if you're playing through the game vanilla and it's like blind, then the game can still be the star of the show because you're like reacting to the game in time with chat, or chat knows the game already, then they'll like be there for your reactions to it. Spicy gameplay. Okay, not in that definition of spicy. I'm not talking about like the honey pop definition of spicy. I'm just talking about, like, you know, interesting gameplay. Non-snoozy gameplay. There are different streams if you want to watch actual spicy gameplay. Boop, boop. You made no implication in that direction. I know, Woolenfee, you technically didn't, but you hit me with the spicy gameplay triple question mark, which indicates a level of incredulity that I can only associate with me having said something out of pocket, or that was interpreted as out of pocket. So I was like, you know, the only thing that I can think of when I think of, like, spicy, well, it's not the only thing I can think of, but PG-13 much SMH my head. I need more market links, man, because I do think that selling from in here, like from this silo, is going to be troublesome for sure. I've got so many freaking tabby plorts. Do I even have the tabby slimes in here anymore? I don't think I do, right? You're not allowed to use multiple question marks now? You're perfectly allowed to. It's just you have to understand that it will come with a certain degree of, how shall I say... It sounds a certain way in my brain when you add extra question marks. Even if you don't intend it to. Do I not have a drone that moves things to a silo here? You're feeding. Source silo. Because we're not getting the crystal plorts moved to the silo. Maybe it's just not in range or something. Or maybe is the silo full so it doesn't actually like move the crystal plorts there? Sounds like a you problem. You're probably right, actually. Let's see, is the silo full here? Is that why we're not having room for crystal plorts? That seems to be correct. So I need to empty out some of this. I can empty out these tabby plorts right here. Beautiful. I also don't really need these silver parsnips. They can get incinerated for my friends over here. Beautiful. You were asking a legitimate question. What on earth is spicy gameplay in the context that I'm talking about? It would be like spicy gameplay. I consider is like, you know, gameplay when you're locked in. When you're locked in and focused heavily on the gameplay, because it's like so interesting. Like you're not focused on like what the streamer is saying to a huge degree, because like you're more interested in the gameplay. It's when the game is more interesting than the streamer, I feel like, is probably the most like bare bones definition of what oh, I'm already full on fire plorts, that's why it's not working. It's like the most elevator pitch definition of what spicy gameplay would be. So like what I'm doing right now, for instance, this is not spicy gameplay. This is milky gameplay. Because I'm just running back and forth between my silos and selling stuff. So I have to come up with like banter to fill the space in between. Otherwise, like if I was just like doing, like if I was focusing entirely on the game and being like, all right, I'm going to make another run back to the silo here. Say hello to my little slimes on the way. Hello, little slime friends. Hello. I'm going into the quarry now. I'm going to go navigate over to this silo, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out 50 more of these fire plorts. Well, maybe I should actually go over here and pull these fire plorts out instead. Like, I can talk over, and I can focus entirely on the game, but I don't think it's nearly as interesting as when we're, like, in the thick of proper spicy gameplay, you know? 1 a.m. on Fleeting Farm is spicy. Exactly, exactly. When 1 a.m. hits and the clock starts shaking, that's when it starts getting really real. Spicy is not what you would call that? What would you call that? I'm curious to know what descriptor you would use in that context. If spicy is not correct, which I think spicy is correct, it's not the only correct option, but I do think it is a valid descriptor. Spicy will always have a connotation of adult time stuff. I don't think it always has a connotation of adult time stuff. I think depending on the context, it definitely can. But like, if I said like, the wings I ate last night were so spicy, you wouldn't be hitting me with the Argon, huh? You can't talk about your spicy wings on stream. That's a you problem. You're too horny. And I can't solve that for you. Not you specifically. You as in the scarecrow that I'm... Wait, what's the straw man? Not the scarecrow. I mean, what is a scarecrow if not a straw man, though? The straw man that I'm arguing against right now is too horny. Not you specifically. But I don't know your life, so, like, maybe. Anyway, that's my take on things here. You're making a scarecrow argument? It has a certain ring to it. Speaking of spice, you would kill for some sweet chili sauce right now. Dude, that actually does sound really good. You know what I could actually go for right now, like, unironically, is some spicy edamame. I had edamame last night, but I just had, like, edamame with, like, kosher salt on it. And it was very good, as it always is, but, like, it made me think of the time I went out to the, to like, a local Japanese bar. And they had, like, spicy edamame as, like, one of their appetizers that you could get, and we got that. And anytime I have edamame now, I think about, like, that spicy edamame, man. It's so good. It's like not even, like, really that spicy. It's a little bit of spice. But, like, a tolerable amount of spice, I would say. And it's so freaking good. It's more sweet than spicy. It is like a sweet chili edamame, is how I would more describe it than anything. I think I should probably empty out these ones, because the tabby and phosphorus are not even in here anymore, so I should probably just, like, focus on emptying these out here. Horny soybeans? That's not ever a phrase I thought I would read in my chat, but, you know, I reap what I sow. So I only have myself to blame for that one. All right. I gotta get more of these dervish plorts out as well, dude. Portobello grilled in chili oil. I'm not the biggest fan of mushrooms. I will eat mushrooms for sure. I'm not their biggest proponent though. Except for the kind that you can get in garlic sauce at the old spaghetti factory. Those little, like, buttery buttonhead mushrooms. I don't think they're actually buttonhead mushrooms, because aren't buttonhead mushrooms, like, insanely poisonous? Maybe there's shiitake mushrooms? Or maybe shiitake mushrooms are the only other kind of mushrooms I can think of the name of right now, so that's why I want to say that. You love mushrooms aesthetically. Fungi in general, you can't eat them though. The texture kills you. The texture is definitely a barrier to entry for me as well. I'm not a huge fan of the taste either. Aesthetically though, you're 100% right. Mushrooms are so cool. One of the best aesthetics, bar none. Dude, there's too many plorts. I simply have too many plorts. I can't keep doing this, man. I can't keep doing this. Okay, we need to take a break from plort collection for a while. I've got up to 140,000 new bucks now. That's a pretty solid stopping point, I would say. I need like 500 drones. I can only fit 2 per area. I'm already at like max capacity on my drones, man. Which means I need to go... I don't know if like the upgraded drones from Victor will let me get more drones per area. But if it does, then we need to go and focus on that like right now. 7Z shopping. I could buy like 2 upgrades from 7Z is the sad thing right now. I mean, I might as well. Wait, actually, hold on. Is there any other stuff I should buy? Like, should I be saving my money for anything beyond the 7Z rewards program at this point? I need to make a... I need to make like a slime ball court, don't I? Slime toys. Wait, you're right. Should I get my slimes some slime toys? They don't cost that much here. Yeah, we should get some slime toys here. I feel like a little... Let's get like a freaking disco ball. Can I carry all these around at once? Okay, we'll do one at a time. I think the disco ball... Let's give like each slime pen its own distinct toy. That sounds like fun. And I feel like the disco ball's gotta go to the mosaic slimes here for sure. They're gonna have a grand old time with that. Hunter saber slimes. What toy would they like? Probably like a ball of yarn, right? Although maybe I want to save that for the tabby slimes. What would they like? They want a stuffed chicken so much, dude. Maybe I want a stuffed chicken so much. Look at this guy, man. He's the coolest chicken I've ever seen. How much of this merch can I buy in real life? I want this stuffed chicken, man. There you go, stuffed chicken. For them to mess around with. Oh, they're getting angry, man. They're so freaking angry. Okay, I need to feed them more. Hold on a second. I didn't realize how hungry they were. And then I gave them a stuffed chicken? Wait, that's so mean. I just thought about that. That's like walking up to someone who's like hasn't eaten in 3 days and then giving them a hamburger. But it turns out the hamburger is actually just like a plushy hamburger you won at the carnival. That's so mean. For a second, I thought some of them had escaped, but no, I think they were all just like invisible because they were so hangry. How's my chicken coop doing over here, by the way? I got a lot of chickadoos in here. I gotta put some of these hens. Maybe I should actually like leave more of these hens to work. Maybe I should put some roostros in. Actually, I have 4 roostros right now. I don't think I need that many roostros. I think like 1 roostro is totally fine for right now. Hopefully that roostro is not about to become an elder roostro. Actually, you know what I think about now that if that has roostros in there, then the drone's not gonna be able to put hens in there. He's trying to figure it out, man. I just want to watch and see what this guy does. He's circling around the coop a few times. He's trying to... Okay, he's picking up he's got a hen. He's going. Okay, he's doing his job properly here. Okay. It's just we don't have an abundance of hens, I suppose. He's doing it right, though. All right, we got a stuffed chicken for them. What do I want for these guys down here? Let's see. That hen looks terrified. I mean, why are you guys just going hungry? You have 75 food in here? Why are they so hungry? Maybe make this go a little faster, I guess. I don't know. Are these guys hungry too? And these guys are chilling. I would also be very scared, though, if I was just like... Are they trying to teleport out? Hold on a second. Are they actually going to get out because they're hungry? Don't do this to me. Feed them. Don't shoot them with water. Feed them. No slimes are escaping on my watch. There was another hungry boy here. There you go. All right. We got quantum and rock slimes here. What toys would go well for quantum and rock slimes? I could give the rock slimes a big rock. And I could give the quantum slimes a puzzle cube or a gyro top, actually. Both of those I feel like would fit quite well. Ooh, wait, Stego Buddy could be good for my freaking Saber Slimes as well, man. I already gave them the chicken, but I kind of want to give them the Stego Buddy, too. Actually, you know what? Stego Buddy's just for me. I'm gonna put you on the bench right next to my bee. Hold on, I can make this work. This is gonna be so cute. Just wait. I gotta put them down gingerly, though. How do you put it down, like, so it doesn't, like, fly away? There you go. That's one. Oh my god, it's perfect. Wait, cute! Oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've ever done in any game. This is so good, man. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love it. They're my best friends forever. All right. I'm getting a big rock for my rock slimes. My rock! What do you mean you can't take a rock through a warp pad, dude? Your daughter says Bubblebee? Bubblebee is really cute. I love those cute words where, like, kids, like, they know how to speak, but they don't quite know how to pronounce everything correctly. Bubblebee is fantastic. I love that so much. There you go. A rock for my rock slimes to enjoy. And let's get a little... I'm feeling a little gyro top for the quantum slimes. It just seems to fit, you know? There is an achievement to get like 10 different toys from the slime toy store. So this isn't just for fun, but even if it was just for fun, you know I'd still be doing it. There you go. We'll see how they mess with that. They're so cute, man. When they just come around and play with their toys, it's so wonderful. Okay, who else needs toys here? We got tabbies, we got phosphors, we got tangles, and we got booms. Or arcane. Alright, well the booms obviously need a bomb ball. Does the bomb ball actually explode? It looks like it has a literal, like, lit fire on top of it. I'm a little scared to put it in the ones in with the slimes that are already exploding, but we got a yarn ball, obviously, for the little kitty cats. Beautiful. The phosphor slimes could probably do with a nightlight, or maybe... I will go with a nightlight. Classic nightlight. There you go. Enjoy. And the tangle slimes would very much like a... What do they want? You know what? They're plant-based slimes, and what do plants love more than anything else? The freaking sun. Get them a soulmate. Mint in box. Purchase at least 10 different types of slime toys. That's what that achievement is. And we're not even done yet, man. We're not even done. Rad slimes. What do the rad slimes want, man? A power cell? Sure, why the heck not? Oh, sorry, excuse me. I didn't mean to bump my drone all the way up there like that. How rude of me. Cute sunflower ball. All the toys are so cute, honestly. What is in the cavern there? We got crystal slimes and we got honey slimes. I mean, honey slimes obviously want a Buzzy Bee friend. I've already got a Buzzy Bee of my own, but I would be remiss not to give the honey slimes a Buzzy Bee. Bubblebee. Slam dunk. Did it get in there? Not quite. Bubblebee. We need one for the crystals, and we need one for our fire slimes as well, not to let them go forgotten. So I'm gonna need, for the crystal slimes, how about a crystal ball? Ooh, doesn't get better than that, does it? It's gonna be so reflective and refractive. Crystals like the disco ball, don't they? Disco ball could also work for crystals, but I already gave the disco ball to the mosaic slimes, and we don't double up on toys around here. We want everyone to have their own special toy. All right, and I think I did see something that would work well for the fire slimes, if memory serves here. Gotta be the charcoal brick, of course. Oh my gosh, it's so flaming, man. Look at the cute little face on this guy, though. Can we get some coal and clothes parentheses in chat? He's so cute. He's like a little marshmallow. Little crispy marshmallow. There you go. He fits right in, man. He fits right in. All right. I think the only ones that are missing toys now are the ones over by the lab, which are all pink. So let's just see what toys we haven't gotten yet. How about a freaking beach ball? That's just the quintessential toy. We gotta have one of those around for sure. Boom. Y'all coming up with some good stuff in chat. Ooh woo. What else do we need here? I got the rubber ducky for the slimes, for the puddle slimes. Octo Buddy we don't have yet. I'll take a little Octo Buddy. If I had enough room on the bench for the Octo Buddy as well, you know I would, but there's only room for 2 there. And I'm afraid Stego Buddy and Bubble Bee are currently taking up that residence. So you guys get an Octorok in here. And we got one more toy. One more corral to give a toy to. You sense the Ulu approaching? Am I getting so predictable that you can sense my Ulus before they even come out? Ulu, so kawaii, Sukidashi-kun? How's that for predictable? I'm gonna get a puzzle cube. It's between Beeper Bot and Puzzle Cube. No, I'm gonna get a Beeper Bot, man. He's cute. OMG, goodbye. Mods ban art. You don't even know what I said. Well, no, I mean, I didn't say anything too profound. I said kawaii, and then I said Sukidashi-kun. Which is just, it's just the name of a Mario enemy. It's like the only Mario enemy name that I remember in Japanese. Exclamation point ban Argon Matrix. Nice try, Nico. I patched that exploit. You're gonna have to get more creative than that. Isn't Beeperbot the name of my character? I like that. Is that a Beepabell throwback that I sense? All right. Speaking of bots, though, speaking of beeper bots, we got to get some better beeper bots around here. So we need to work towards upgrading our drones. And I think now is the time to do that. We need... how many more glitches do I need? That is 122 glitches. That should be very doable within 2 games. Maybe even 1 game if I'm really good. But I'm usually not that good, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is probably a 2-game get here. But I will start with this Q-berry tree, because Q-berries are not native to this biome. You thought I wouldn't notice, Victor, huh? Huh? I'm smarter than that now. You actually don't need to use the debug spray on the Largos, I'm realizing now. That's handy. All right, pogo fruits are native to this area, but this particular pogo fruit tree is sus. That's what I thought, man. That's what I thought. You thought I was just gonna back off after that? No, siree. Not around here. I'm starting to get a better lay of the land. What the heck's going on in chat? I look over and I see 5 or 6 orange highlighted messages with my name in them. Unsubscribe Argon Matrix, pseudo ban Argon Matrix, pseudo Budo Argon Matrix. They're trying, man. They're trying. They're trying their best, and it's not going to work. I think this is a glitch over here. I think that's a glitch right the heck there. Ooh, okay, not the best spot for a glitch because a lot of them just went off into the water. We still got some out of that. Not so bad. Another one right there as well. Those rocks are not endemic to this habitat. Today's stream has been interesting. It's been fun. I've missed this. I hope we're all having a fun time here. Hearts in chat. Ooh. Dude, since... Oh my gosh. You gotta, like, stare straight into the Matrix out here. Oh, baby. Anything of note out here? Ooh, I see a Largo. A Largo of a different color. Get over here, buddy. Give me your glitch essence. The Argon Matrix? No, no one knows what the Argon Matrix looks like. Except for me. Whoop, whoop. Bro, where'd he freaking go? Like game theory? I appreciate a good game theory reference every now and again. I see you. I see you. Oh. Okay, that's not the correct... Some of these crystals are actually real. For the first time in forever, that we got real crystals here. Look at all these freaking guys, man. There's so many glitch slimes in here. This is where they were all hiding. I need 122. We're almost halfway there. 61, we get halfway there. Is that... That's not anything. Shoot. Oh, get more debug spray, though. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I freaking do. That's definitely glitchy. Come on. Come on now. Anybody with 2 eyes could see that that was a glitch slime. Any glitches here? I see Ditto Face. I see Ditto Face. I see another Ditto Face. Where'd he go? Oh. He's getting away. Not so fast, buddy. What if we have 4 eyes, though? Then you can see it twice as fast. Is 4 eyes still an insult that people use? Like, I've remember hearing people getting called 4 eyes, like, in TV shows when I was a kid. It's like you're wearing glasses. They're like, 4 eyes, haha. I don't think I've heard that, like, unironically in probably 20 years or so. And even back then, I don't know how much of it was unironic. It's like a 90s insult. Like, how many, like, I feel like half the population or more wears glasses or some kind of vision aid these days. There's, like, so many people with glasses or contact lenses. It's like you can't, you just don't say that. It just doesn't hit, man. It just doesn't hit. Maybe if you're, like, 4 years old. But if you're 4 years old, you shouldn't be insulting each other anyway, because that sticks with you for life. PSA. Not that there are any 4-year-olds listening in chat right now. I highly doubt it. And if there are, then you shouldn't be listening, because this is PG-13. But as long as you're with your parents, it's cool. I guess that's what the PG part stands for, huh? 80 glitch slimes. All right, I think I... bro, you can't... just turn around and just see that guy staring me in the face. So rude. Okay, where is the exit here? It's back this way. That's a lot of tar slimes, man. I'm not messing around with that. Are you kidding me? They're telling me the portal is this way. Do I believe them? I do, because it's right there. Anything else hidden around here before I dip out? I don't think so. I think we're good. Beep, boop, burp, burp, burp. 84 bug reports? Like I said, 2 games should get us there, so let's just go right back in and do this. Small Kidney Joe, you can't jump scare people like that. Only I can do that. Only I can say, boo! Did I get anybody? Did I get anybody? It is the spooky Halloween season. You got to be ready for it. Your daughters are 5. They can only see the stream, though. You have your earbuds in. Dude, if I was 5 and there was, like, Slime Rancher on somebody's screen and I couldn't... even if I couldn't hear it, I think I'd be, like, so mesmerized. Look at how colorful this game is. It's so... I mean, when I'm that young, like, you're still in love with colors, right? I mean, I'm still in love with colors, and I'm 30 years old, so... I would hope so. That is a regular freaking pogo fruit tree. Regrettably. Let's see. This rock looking a little sus. This rock's looking a little sus. I thought so. I thought so, man. You thought I was just memeing. Part of me thought I was also just memeing. Get back here. Dude, they scatter so much. It's literally like herding cats. Have a good one there, Sarah. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Enjoy playground time. What's the equivalent to going to the playground or the park or whatever? Like a jungle gym for adults. Like, I'm not saying you can't go to a jungle gym or a playground and enjoy it as an adult. But generally, it's frowned upon. Especially if there are, like, other kids present. You shouldn't do that. But, like, if it's just you and your friends and you're just going to a jungle, then, like, you know, more power to you. Escape room, LAN party, climbing gym, laser tag. There's so many options, actually. There's so many good options. I guess there's not one single direct equivalent. I think a climbing wall could be really fun. I want to try a climbing wall and I want to try an escape room. Those are two things that I've never tried that I think I would actually, like, really enjoy. Dave & Buster's? Is Dave & Buster's... Are they in Canada? I've heard people talk about them on, like, other streams that I watch, but I've never... I don't think I've ever seen a Dave & Buster's in the wild. So it might just not be a Canadian thing. What even is it? Is it like an arcade? Is it like an arcade restaurant combo kind of situation? I've been to, like, those before. Like, I've been to... Oh, I hit something, but it wasn't the thing I was aiming at. And that's why I don't play first-person shooters. Arcade and sports bar. Okay, I got you. That does sound fun. More for the arcade than for the sports bar thing. What is it about winning a prize at an arcade that feels so much better than just, like, buying the prize yourself? Because, like, I always think about that in the very few instances I've ever been in an arcade in recent times. Like, you can, like, spend so long playing the games and, like, get tickets and, like, it's all very, like, rigged in the arcade's favor. We all know this. But, like, when you get enough tickets to buy one of those little, like, stuffies or something like that, it hits so different, man, than if you just, like, go on Amazon and buy it for, like, $2. The satisfaction of overcoming the riggedness. I suppose so, yeah. I guess it's just the satisfaction of, like, of literally beating the game, of, like, winning the game. Like, low-stakes gambling, pretty much. No, I shot at a glitch slime. I meant to shoot at the debug spray, man. Don't be shooting out glitch slimes. That's a bad thing. You have all lost the game. Someone put Woolen Feet in timeout for 30 seconds. You can't just pop in here and say you lost the game to a room full of friends. Friends don't let other friends lose the game. What the heck? I refuse. Okay. Wait. My mods are rebelling? And Tony actually went and did it. As long as it's only 30 seconds. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it, Woolen Feet. I respect it. Now I have to restart my streak, though, man. I had a good streak going. Actually, I think it wasn't that long ago that I lost the game. I probably had, like, less than a month streak. Because I think someone else popped into the stream and made everyone lose the game at some other point. I think if you ever want to not lose the game, you just have to not look at any stream chat ever, because there's always, if it's a sufficiently large stream chat, someone's gonna do it eventually. It's too tempting not to. We're not friends anymore. Like I said, friends don't let friends lose the game. Not without sufficient warning. You got to give me a chance to think up some counterplay first. You got to give me a chance. You got to tell me that it's going to happen so that I can like at least try to be like to like plug my ears and go la 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 la. We were talking about the game. We weren't talking about the game. We were talking about a game. Speaking of, is this enough? Yeah, this is enough. Let's freaking go, man. It's time. It's time for upgraded drones. We've been waiting so long for this one. Victor, give it to me, please. What do you got, buddy? Something is not right. Not right at all. The simulation I've been running to predict your performance on this project is not matching your results at all. How is this possible? I rely on my simulations for everything, and they have always made life easier, but what if they're wrong? Or what if some other element exists that I can't simulate? The clutch factor. He's missing my clutch gamer gene. He hasn't thought about it. I would need to create an entirely new formula to compensate for this finding. And what would that mean for my previous simulations, all the experiences and people I've passed on, because... Oh, I need to think on this. Can't rely on math for everything, Victor. Sometimes you just gotta go with where your heart takes you. And your heart can't be programmed. I've added my advanced drone blueprint to your lab. It should prove very useful to you according to my calculations. I really think it will. I really think it will. I hope so, at least. Now I need to think on this right away. Bro, he's having an existential crisis. But please collect more bug reports in the slimulation. I am very close to isolating the source of the bug that is responsible for producing glitch slimes. In return, I will prepare a substantial reward for you. Run diagnostics on simulation 392296. Username V Humphreys. Password Murph. Murph? Oh, don't say your password out loud. You said the quiet part out loud, bro. I'm sorry, I slipped into my work again without saying goodbye. Looking forward to your results. Goodbye. Wait, what's the next upgrade? It looks like a freaking spaceship, dude. I need 600 bug reports for that. Well, let's start working on it. I guess we can still be friends. Thank you, Woolen Feet. I wouldn't want our friendship to corrode that easily. Beautiful. Wait, how do I make an upgraded drone now? Advanced drone. A more advanced version of a drone that has the capacity to perform 2 tasks at once? What? It literally doubles the drone output? It's basically the same as having 4 drones at the same time, man. Holy, this changes everything. That's so good, actually. That's so good, man. I think, friends, that is a wonderful note to end things on today. We've only been going for not even like 3.5 hours, I know, but you know how it goes. I've been away for a week. I got to build up to those longer streams. Plus, I'm planning on doing a few. I'm going to be trying to change my schedule, my streaming schedule a little bit. So I'm going to be doing more streams per week, I think. Probably like 1 more stream per week, because I talked about it at the start, if you weren't here for it. I talked about wanting to change the members-only streams back to doing them on Sundays, and then do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday streams. So if I do an extra stream like that, I'm probably going to want to make every stream subsequently shorter. I've talked about this before, and I've never been able to like stick to a schedule. But I think I got to try to stick to a schedule. I gotta do something for my mental wellness. I think my brain will work better with a schedule. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on me. I'm gonna work on the schedule, and I'm gonna try and stick to things here. I need like a stream timer. I mean, I have a stream timer. I just don't have like an alarm that goes off that's like ding ding ding. 3 hours have passed. Be aware. Ding ding ding. Schedules are always good. I was anti-schedule for a long time. I think I'm starting to become much more pro-schedule. I think having that structure in my life is going to be helpful if I can hold myself to it. For now, though, I digress. I hope you enjoyed our little venture into Slime Rancher today. Still many more achievements to get. We're not done with Slime Rancher just yet. Many more achievements, more mini-games to win. And I'm looking forward to more. I'll be live again tomorrow. Probably with the Ultimate Foodie Challenge or Stardew Expanded. I'm yet to decide where I want to go tomorrow. But I will be live tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We're going to have a full suite of streams this week. I hope you're looking forward to it. And next week, we do have some fun Halloween shenanigans that we're going to get up to. So I hope you are going to be there for that. We're going to have some spoopy stuff. Maybe some actual spooky stuff. Like some scares. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on where my mood's at. Until our paths may cross again, though, thank you all for being here, chat. Be good to one another. Be good to yourselves. You deserve only the best, so go treat yourself to something nice today. That thing you're worrying about, don't worry about it for the next 5 minutes or so. Give yourself a chance to just, you know, enjoy life. It'll be there for you to worry about in the future. Just forget about it for a little bit. Take some time for yourself. Much love, everybody. Until next time, this is Argon Matrix signing on out. Thank you and have a good one. Bye-bye.